Hey, there we go. I will be right back. Let me just make a couple announcements on my Discord and everything. Okay. Wow. Hello.
Don't look at me like that! It's creepy!
Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, squirrels. That's very nice of you. Very, very, very nice of you. Thank you. There have been some changes to the stream. Yeah, 3 months already. There have been some changes here and there. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that's loud. Why is that so loud? I turned that down. Okay. What was that? That was the intro screen. Except I turned it down. I didn't want to turn down. Maybe I turned on a Maybe I should turn on a limiter for. Yeah, okay. While this intro plays, I'm gonna do something. Yeah, that should help. Okay, did someone actually name the difference? Not yet. Not yet, no. Nobody has. Okay. I don't know anything about this game. But I'm excited. I don't know. Okay. Can I close this? Do I have to hit apply? Oh, I just click off the menu. If it sees you later, it's an alligator. If it's after a while, it's a crocodile. Hello. No company, please. Thank you. No hablo inglés. No hablo español. No hablas at all. Not even one hablo. Hey, I'm trying to lay low here. Can you maybe move on, please? Okay, okay, you got me. I'll come clean. Sorry for being so rude before. I'm just a little on edge. Normally I wouldn't tell anyone this, but you've got such soulful eyes, I can totally see the entirety of... So I feel safe with you, stranger. You see, usually I cut loving... Wow. Usually I love coming to Johnny John's on my birthday. Wait, John Johnny's? That's Johnny John's, John Johnny's. Which one's better? On my birthday like this. Staying in the hotel, floating in the pool, eating 2 bagels at continental breakfast, eating 2 soaps at the complimentary bath basket. But this year, I've got a problem. A real big problem. A real big uh-oh problem. Thing is, I'm pretty sure the family is trying to rub me out for squealing. I didn't mean to squeal, honest. I just see a pair of earnest eyes and the secrets start flowing out of my snoot. See? I'm doing it right now. Oh, cheese and crackers. What am I gonna do? I don't want to be rubbed out. 2-Ton Tony even told me to meet him upstairs. Here, for 8 sharp for the event. I think I don't know, but I heard him talking to Big Mama on the phone. The whole family is gonna come to really show me how it's done. What am I gonna do? I don't want to sleep with the fishes. I have a shellfish allergy. My asthma acts up when I get too waterlogged. Wait a sec. You're interested in me, right? You want to sit with me for breakfast and everything. Do you think you could help me? Since we're such great pals, you could go out and talk to my family around Alligator, New York City. Find out information about the event and report back to me. This is a great idea. I just met you. Together, maybe we can collect enough info to save me. You want to save me, right? Right? Great, I'll text you if I need any help. How about you go out there and start? Do you have a watch? Ah, you do. Great. I'll text a little before 10 a.m. since it can take 15 minutes or so to get back here on the trolley. Make sure you check your watch a bunch. If you happen to get stuck doing something weird, game-like activities while investigating, it could take time. Time I don't have, because I'm gonna have a murder done on me. I'm okay. Think of the beach. Remember what Dr. Dupplesnoot told you. Anyways, thank you so much for helping out an alligator like me. I really feel better just looking at your kind and visible face. Be careful out there. The last thing we need is 2 people sleeping with the fishies. Mafia 4? Yeah. Hey everybody. Anyone like steaks? Yeah, I like steaks. We'd need to find a double bed. In this economy? See you later, friend. Stay safe. The fuck's wrong with you? Hello, esteemed guest. If you're looking to leave the restaurant, you'll have to use the exit arrow. Up there in the corner of the screen. We provide all our patrons with an exit arrow and complimentary pillow mints. Feel free to use our fine establishment to exit and munch as you wish. Just don't mix the two up since that arrow is vintage. And known to contain harmful materials such as lead paint, asbestos, and a combination of rat poison and cilantro. What are you talking about? Feel free to visit us here again at John Johnny's and have a Johnny of a day. What the fuck did you just say to me? Asbestos. I'm looking for a new 144Hz monitor. Any suggestions? Not right now. I can't really suggest you options right this second. Okay. This game is cute. The hell is wrong with you? Slick Mickey. Hey bub, got a minute? Or perhaps 3 minutes? I ain't asking for 5. I saw you walking out of John Johnny's over there, and I says to myself, Mickey, you gotta talk to that mysterious stranger. A vision in pinstripes they is. I ain't trying to fluff you up or nothing, but you look like an alligator of exceptional taste. As well as one who might dabble in high stakes. Hey, so we were just talking about stakes. Games of chance and intrigue. If you feel me. No, don't actually feel me. I got a skin condition. They call me slick for a reason, and according to my doc, it ain't going away unless I start using that topical cream at night. But I ain't gotta listen to some jabroni with a smarty certificate, you know what I'm saying? All my smarts come from the street, which is also where I got this skin condition. and my impolite lower back tattoo. Whom? The name's Mickey, but everyone calls me old King of the Cards. Well, that one guy did before he yelled at the fence and stopped yelling his email passwords. And then his pants fell down, and then he fell down into an open manhole. But I have it on good authority from the paramedics that he only called 3 or 5 people that, so bada bing. The old Card King at your service. You know Pat? Are you talking about Pat the Alligator? Yeah, I know that dude pretty well. He's my second cousin. One time when we was kids, us guys got locked out of CCD after recess and missed juice and cookie time. We only had one granola bar between us, and good old Pat gave me the bigger half. I'll always remember that. No, I ain't crying. I just spit in my own eyes at a display of my street toughness. Patoo, patoo. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you know about the event, eh? Well, looky here, bub. It's a real secret affair, you dig? Ain't nobody supposed to be going out and telling Pat about it. My lips are sealed, just like they were sealed when I wake up after a night of nose-only breathing. Maybe though, just maybe. If you play a little game with Mickey here, my lips might loosen up. If you think you can keep an eye on this flurry of fingies and find the queen. I guess I'll play. Yeah, you're right, Metro. The voice is coming on. Mickey's running a street scam. Keep an eye on the queen and click the correct cards to foil his plans. Hi, Minicia. And alright, get your peepers peeled, cause these hands are about to become a hurricane. See here? Keep your eyes on the lady. Where's she gonna go? Where's she gonna go? I guess we'll never know who won. Who knows or which way the wind blows is some junk. Well, shit. Looks like well, I guess I win. You got a family member, Jed. Oh, jeez. Anyways, about the event. Well, you ain't heard it from me, but I hear it's gonna be a real affair to remember. The whole family's been talking about it for months. Pat's really gonna get his, if you know what I'm saying. Is this just a birthday party? I think it's just a birthday party. Anyway, thanks for playing. Let me know if you need any of my city smarts while you're out here, rookie. Try not to lick any trolley handrails if you can help it. Yeah, that's how you get the corona. Those dermatologist cosplayers are a real kick in the alligator pants, if you feel me. Oh. The trolley ain't here yet, so why don't you check out the arcade? Mickey got banned for his slick fingers going up the machines and causing an epidermis epidemic. That ain't mean you gotta suffer the same fate. Oh. Oh geez, that took a half hour. So, here's something I've noticed right away. Hello, I'm a robot sent by BFBG. His brother. Really? Well, hey, how are you? I noticed I read this guy better than I could read normal English. Yeah, it looks like I have to go in the arcade. Unknown. Hello. Is this by chance your first time in Alligator, New York City? I mean in the city, not Alligator, Long Island or something. Oh, fuck off. It is. Who is this? I thought so. You don't know me. I'm sorry if that's weird. I just thought if you'd like, I could text you some tips. This city's really big and has lots of colorful secrets I wouldn't want you to miss on your first visit. Is it okay if I help you out from time to time? Sure. Great. I'll be sure to text you again soon. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. Okay. Who do I talk to first? What can I do in here? I can play skee ball. I can play, pool? I saw something to interact with. Oh, there's a guy all the way over there. Hello. What's up? Oh, we're playing this. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Hey there, you up for a real challenge? I haven't seen you before, stranger. Alligator, New York City is a big place where we tend to have regulars, you know? Like Rocco and Bonnie over there. Those two are here every day, but you, I'd remember such a visible face like yours. Ah, look at me being a real jerk. I don't mean to be giving you a hard time or nothing, I've just been a little frazzled since last night. I had a dream that I was a skee ball, and some sticky-fingered kid kept throwing me at the 10-point hole. Go for the 50, dingus, I tried to yell, being a ball and all, but the ding-dong couldn't hear me. I woke up in a cold sweat in my kitchen, systematically throwing individual oranges from my window into my neighbor's terrarium. Vitamin C would have helped me shake it off, but all I had for breakfast was black coffee and half a can of leftover candy cigarettes. What the fuck are you talking about? Tell me about you. The name's Joni, or Bologna. If you're my 4th grade bully, come back to fight me. You're not, right? Sam? Anyway, I work here at Adelaide's Arcade, sweeping the floors and keeping all the games running smooth as a baby's balmy behind. I used to work as a greaser in a shop downtown, but I left it to be a little closer to my gaming hobby. They let me keep my leather jacket though. Adelaide. Ah, okay. Tri-tongue butthole. I like that. I actually, I have a leather jacket. I'm Italian, it's standard issue. And the company hairstyle. I do own a leather jacket. It's standard issue. Pat's my cousin. And also a genuine doof, I know. So you better be nice to him, you hear? I wouldn't want to have to pop you one. I'm told I got a mean left hook, and a moderately insulting right hook. How are you, BFB? And a kick that could benefit from some anger management courses. I'm shocked you own a leather jacket. Why? I tried to sign up for it. I tried to sign up for some calming hot yoga at the YACA, but it didn't go over well. You ever get kicked by your own leg? It ain't great. Cap. Is it too big for you? No. They make child size. It ain't great. Tell me about the event. Look, I know you're here spying for Pat or whatever reason, but that's fine. But I can't tell you family secrets, you feel me? To give up that hot... To give info that hot... Oh my god. To give up info that hot, you'd have to really impress me. Alright. So what do you think? Can you roll the ball, timer? I'm talking pinball. The old Penny B. As I'd like to call it. Against the advice of both my family, friends, and the supportive therapist I see on Thursdays. I got the highest score on Lizard Wizard here for 8 months running, but I'm always looking for a real pinhead to put my skills up against. So what do you say? Care to take on a pinball lizard like me? I didn't mean to make a joke. I take this very seriously. I'll play. Click the plunger to launch the pinball. When the ball is in play, control the flippers by clicking L and R, or use left and right on your keyboard. Beat 5,000 points to earn Joni's respect. I'm awful at pinball. I'm mad. 600 points. Wait, I got 5,000. Wait, I won. I won. It's okay. This is really hard. Now, in Space Cadet Pinball... Oh, I lost. Wait, I still got more? Now, in Space Cadet Pinball, If you mash the bumpers whenever shit happened, you would get more points. Robbed. How the hell could you be bad at pinball? It's not so much about being bad, it's about being really good. And somehow people are really good at pinball. You got a family member badge. Oh, jeez. Hey, it's been a long time since I seen moves like that in front of the lizard wizards here. You had that ball hitting that do-what's and who's it so fast I could barely keep up. It's been a real honor to hang with another student of the pinball arts. You found a piece of the puzzle. Oh, jeez. About the event. Now, this might be a rumor, but there's word going on there's gonna be some sick games there. Not pinball per se, but you know, you can take what you get. Anyway, that's all I can really say. I better get back on the grind, trying to beat my last high score. Thanks for showing me your supple wrist, Pinhead. Catch you later. Who next? How about this person? My mom was always like, Artie, go outside and talk to other strangers. Thank you for that follow, by the way. I fell down the stairs. I'm sorry to hear that. Or Artie, stop hiding behind various types of curtains in and outside of our home. Like I'm supposed to not hide behind various types of curtains in and outside our home. Come on out. What do you think I am, Mom? God. I found a puzzle piece. Nobody here but us curtains. Look at that. What about you? The Train Player. Yeah, the Trains movie remake was passable, but if you ask me, nothing beats the original part in the original Trains where the train leaps into the air and a harness and the heart. Take a deep breath. Dyslexia, stop striking me. But if you ask me, nothing beats the part in the original where the train leaps into the air and the harness holding the actor breaks. If you stay after the credits, you see footage where he falls into the camera guy and the makeup artist holding 2 coffees. Leaving that whole scene unedited with the added slide whistle noises, those were the days of true cinema. The coffee physics were really believable, practical effects, you know? Pachoo, take that, Master Conductor. Oh, who's this? Hey there. Hey up there, long arms, got a sec? Nice suit. What's a fancy reptile like you doing at the back of the arcade? I know what you're after. That's right, I got you pegged just by looking at you. You want cold, hard plush. Well, you found the right alligator. And I've got the job that'll pay for both our retirements in poorly made stufflies. You might see a humble claw machine, but this is a vault and we're gonna break in. But we can't just walk in. There's countermeasures. Sometimes Norma, the security guard, comes by and says I'm not allowed to put my claw chair into the aisle. Without the boost, I'm not enough to work the claw. She says it's a fire hazard, but most of the machines here are. You see behind here? That's one ailing power strip juicing up every one of these babies. One wrong move in the pinball, and boom. This place lights up like my chemistry teacher's hair when I turn that Bunsen burner too high. The hell are you? Me? I'm known around these parts as Sweet Geraldine, criminal mastermind of the claw machine. You ain't heard of me? Honestly, I'm not surprised. I have no fingerprints. Johnny Law doesn't have a clue. Or Johnny Boyer from my geography class. At least that's what he said when I asked him to spring fling. You know Pat? Pat is Patsy, but not my Patsy, that's for sure. He's related to some of my dad's friends. One time, at Dad's show, Pat pulled the fire alarm because he thought someone was trying to set him on fire. Turns out he just had a warm piece of pizza in his pocket. What the fuck are you talking about? No one could find him for almost an hour until the firefighters pulled him out of the concert hall's crawl space. He was covered in spiders and had eaten the pizza, but otherwise was unharmed. Physically, that guy's pretty weird. I'd love to tell you about the event, I really would. But this is the first time on the job together, Mac. You haven't earned my unbridled trust. Her shirt says anime. It does say anime. I didn't even notice. Maybe we could come to a mutual beneficial arrangement. The claw machine, it's a two-man operation. I need someone who's not gonna sell me down the river for additional prizes when plush comes to shove, you feel me? What do you say, old-timer? One last claw machine score, the big one. One last job, Arthur. One last job. We get the money. Tahiti. Claw machine, I'll play. Follow Sweet Geraldine's instructions to get the perfect claw machine prize. Click left and right to control the crane, and when you're ready to grab, press the center button. Here she is, the big quesadilla, the motherlode. Inside this vault is a treasure trove of prizes. Arthur! I had my eye on a couple of choice goods, but I need an accomplice with nerves of steel and hands of steel. A tall pasty like you can push the buttons and see the prizes, so what do you say? Let's get some cute loot for our cute snoots. First off, you should warm up your trusty digits. Grab the prize that catches your eye. Go ahead, show me what you got. I gotta be honest, yeah, I like the bug. I like the bug. I'm looking at the bug right now. Drink water. Wait, did you drink water? I don't see it on my chat anymore. Oh. Well, that's not good. Alright, so for now, people are gonna have to tell me that's a thing, because I didn't see it. I don't see it. That means my new setup doesn't exactly let me see it. Alright, I drank water. Alright, for now I'm flying blind. Just keep that in mind. I heard a prize. Let's check the slot. I actually already have this one. Funny food pillows are super in my elementary school right now, because alligators eat bugs. Do they? You got some chops. I respect that. But now the real job begins. How will you react when the pressure's on? This time, follow my lead. Get that cool ring with the 3 gems. Something about it. You got one. What is it? This doesn't even have a worm in it. I can still see the prize I want. Here's another quarter. Could you try again? Listen, I got it, but it slid out. Don't slide out. You got one. What is it? This feels kind of evilly. Like every time I touch it, I can hear the voices of 1,000 dark kings beckoning me to avenge the fallen eldritch lords of the past. Ever listening? Ever watching? Never resting? Something like that. What are you talking about? You're really good at this. That's some good anime. Is this all? I think this is all hand-done animation. But it's time for the big score. I can see your eyes. You're ready to get to the ultimate prize. Get the doll from the best, most awesome video game chance of all time. Final Friendacy. He's the dreamy one with the spiky hair. Sasuke? Oh my god, that's Batman. No T, by the way. That's Batman. Was this made by the artist who do that? I wonder. I used to watch this, like, it's a little cartoon, and it's got, like, discount Batman and discount Spider-Man. And that's the art style, and that's how it was drawn and everything. I didn't even see it at first. It's a dreamy one with the spike here. That's it, the big one. Oh yeah, there he is. Wait, there's two of them. Is it done by the same people? Shit. Did you get it? The ultimate prize? I wonder if it'll hear the ocean when I put it to my ear. It said climate change is causing ocean acidification. Bummer. I can still see the prize I want. Listen, it's not my fault. Get it? Yeah, we got it. Did you get it? OMGs. I can't believe you got the dreamiest anime Game Boy from the Final Fantasy Claude Stripes. Hi, Sam. This game's really cute. It's super dumb. Claude, his hair is almost as prickly as his social interactions with women. This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much for helping me. I can't believe it. The big score. And thanks to you, we had a clean getaway. I got a family member badge. I'll tell you what I need to know. I too despise females. Jeez, Metro. Don't say that. The event is a secret. I'm a gator, not a rat. That's right, a classic double cross. That's the calling card of sweet Geraldine, master criminal. Fuck you, Geraldine. It's 9:30. When does the tram arrive? I want to talk to everybody, but... Hey, Bub, you're just in time. The trolley got here a minute ago. Yeah, I want to keep talking to everybody, but why don't you go check out the city? Bring Mickey a hot dog and maybe some protective handwear. I'm gross. Oh. You don't see any announcement? No, I don't. Hold on, can I alt-tab? Yeah, I can alt-tab. Let me take a look at... Oh, what the hell? I don't see that. Sam, thank you very much. I'm sorry for not seeing that. Okay, so I'm not seeing... things. I didn't see drink water, and I didn't see the bits. 10-minute water cooldown, you're goddamn right. Okay, if I missed anything, please let me know. I am on a new setup. Alright, I can't talk to that person. Let's talk to this person. Daryl, you ever eat at John Johnny's here? The food's alright, but that bottomless chowder bowl was a disaster. I picked that thing up and bam, chowder pants the rest of the day. Chowder Pants is my nickname at work, but from an unrelated chowder-centered incident. Listen, can we stop talking about it? I'm still feeling pretty sensitive about the whole thing. Am I allowed to leave? I mean, there might be multiple endings, Poochie. This is almost as bad as the unlimited breadsticks debacle of last summer. What's not unlimited is how much shame I can feel. That's Mr. Chowder Pants to you. Lovely Maria. Oh dear, I think I may have left my scrapbooking scissors at home on accident. Oh, I found my scissors. It must have been your approach that gave me good luck, stranger. I've been trying to get outside the home more since I had a new baby. Nana's watching her today, so here I am, out in the world. It's a little nerve-wracking. Oh my god, what is she doing? A little nerve-wracking to be home away from the nursery after all those months, to be honest. I already missed the new baby smells. Well, not the smells. We all know more things come out of babies than just the sweet fragrance of their cute little heads. Well, even that stuff's a little cute. Who are you? I'm Maria. It's wonderful to meet you. I was headed to the local YACA before I ran into you. I'm taking a class there today on scrapbooking, but I'm a little early. I meant to wait here in the lovely weather until the class on mom yoga and self-defense ends. Eat, pray, shove. You know Pat? I mean my son Pat? Oh, I'm just so proud of him. It's his birthday today, did you know? You're his mom? He's so funny with how he treats himself to a hotel stay every year on the day. He just loves that continental breakfast. And those free tiny soaps. I do get the concern he eats too many of those. However, suds shouldn't be coming out of a snoot of a boy that age. Really, is New York they're all related? Yeah. Time to abuse. Oh, you're not gonna talk to me today? I just gift you 100,000 gift subs, and it's totally true. Just don't tab out. Yeah, I can tab out to check stuff. The event is actually why I'm taking this class today. Explain. Actually, since you're one of Pat's friends, maybe you could help a mom out. See, I'm trying to put together our family tree to bring out tonight's as a surprise. But I don't have everyone's pictures. It's so hard for all of us to get together in one place these days. I don't think anyone would like me to use their photos from the early 2000s. We all made some questionable wardrobe decisions back then. Since you're already going around town, would you mind snapping some pictures of the family? Anytime you get and bring back, I'll put it on the family tree. Maybe you get them all, something good will happen. Oh, I see you already have one there. Would you like me to put it in? You can have mine as well. Don't want anyone feeling lonely. I hate dialogue games. Let's get the pass. Funny alligators. And hand-drawn animation. Let's see how much we've learned so far. Ooh. I'll play. Click and drag alligator portraits into position on the family tree. Come back anytime. One of these. Lovely Maria, age 48. Church rummage sale cashier. Well, I can just click them and just figure out where they go. God, if you don't like it, say later to the alligator. Is someone there? See you later, bruh Gator. I wish I could be here for the whole stream. This game looks like my kind of jam. Oh, do you gotta go, Sam? Where do you go? Yeah, I can just kind of figure out where it goes by not raw guessing, but like pretty guessing. Where do you go? I figured it would be one of these lower ones. Oh, right there. Joanne, 23, Pinball Wizard. Sweet Geraldine, Tween. Mod on age-appropriate anime forum. Thanks again, dear. Come back anytime. Pat. Hey, it's me, Pat. The alligator. The one with the hat. Hello, Pat. It's almost 10. Can you come back? Someone came over to my table and threatened me. Well, he gave me a coupon and told me to have a nice day. But that could mean anything. One free tomato soup. Best alligator in New York City. Here's the coupon I got last week. If you come back, I'll give it to you. No questions asked. I'm on my way. Ah, don't bop me. Oh, it's just you, my new friend. Sorry, I saw your shadow over me. Thought some kind of restaurant assassin was descending from the rafters to take me out. I know there's no rafters here, but assassins are tricky. They can improvise. Didn't you have Dare when you were in elementary school? You know, Dare? Dude, assassins really exist. At least, I think that's the acronym. I was absent a lot due to my nut allergy. It was tough times for Pat at Willie's Peanut Butter Factory Elementary School. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Anyway, did you find anything from the family? Well, I know they sound nice, but they might just be fluffing you up. You know, buttering your bread roll to throw you off the trail. Sorry, I've actually been sitting here mainlining complimentary bread rolls the whole time since you were gone. Maybe we should go to the hotel room. I think I'd feel a little safer there. And less lodgy with bread. Let's go. Pat, why are you not wearing any clothes? Every other alligator's been wearing clothes, but you're just wearing an ascot. Help Pat remember the room code. Thanks for protecting me. It really helps to have someone to walk me to my room. The wallpaper here is a little intense. Kinda makes me feel like something's staring at me. Pat, you're a little paranoid. What am I gonna do? My heart can't take 10 more hours of waiting. What's the event? What did I squeal the beans on? Cheese and crackers. I was so worried about getting super murdered today. I did the smart thing and got a special lock for my hotel room door. Just a little something I picked up at the hardware store. Worried I'd get so nervous I'd forget the lock passcode. So I saved it on my website, alligator.fun. I'm so glad I planned ahead. Oh, here we are. This is for sure my room. You could tell by the unobtrusive lock I installed. Can you go to my website and grab the code so we can unlock it? That's alligator.fun. I really want to go inside and check out if there's any more of those free mints left. Hold on. Hold on, I got it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta get it to show up.
Later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. You know, no matter how hard I try, I will never forget your smile.
Let's see. Generated by Geoscalies. This image, load image. Open image in new tab. This image isn't working. Let's see. About me. About me. I'm Pat. If you're not Pat, you're breaking the law. This code has been reported to the computer police. Oh, this has been recorded to the computer police. 91619. You did it. Thank you so much. Whoa, I can't close it. What's going on? You gotta help me. I don't even like pink. Oh my gosh. Hello? My word. This is quite the mess. Who are you two and why you've opened my door? Who am I? I'm Pat and this is my hotel room. I installed this lock because my family's trying to rub me out. This is my door where I've installed my lock because my family's trying to rub me out. But if that's true, my password still worked. Is your lock code 91619? Is your lock code 91619? We have the same code, and our families are both trying to kill us. Ha ha hee hee. Ha ha hee hee. Ha ha hoo hoo. Hoo hee hoo. So long, stranger. Perhaps in another life we could have been total best friends. Like ships in the night, Mr. Pat. Anyway, don't tell anyone what you've seen here, or I'll come for you. Endlessly. That sure was the sting of unlikely coincidences, wasn't it? I hope that guy's room is okay. That kind of stuff smelled like brimstone. I will. This game's cute. game's very, very cute. Oh, is that... Wait, that's way smaller. This is my actual room. They're so similar. No wonder I mixed them up. Thanks. I never would have remembered that on my own. Come on in. Narco, this game's amazing. Phew, I'm so glad we made it inside. Now I can try to relax a little. Sorry to distract you from the investigation. I'll text you again when it gets closer to 4 p.m., so don't forget to check your watch. You know, in case you get distracted doing a collection of menial tasks. Formatted in an enjoyable manner. Something like that. I got a family badge. Bye for now. Who are you? Charlene. There's something so nice about just sitting by yourself in a restaurant with a good book. I don't mind dining alone. It's serene, sharing a meal with me, myself, and I. The kind of serenity that involves not having to hear anyone else. You're not really taking the hint, huh? Nah, they don't want to be bothered. Got a puzzle piece. Oh well, time to leave. Now I could go into the trolley, or I could go back into the arcade and talk to those people I didn't talk to. Actually, I don't even see how to get on the trolley. Hey, we're going back in the arcade, fuck it. Rocco, why do we always gotta come here? This place is a dump. You didn't have to come, Rocco. No way. The only thing worse than being in a dump is not being invited to the dump to begin with. Like you're too trashy for the other trash, which is unnervingly close to an entry from my dream journal last week. Take the shot, Rocco. Hold your horses, Bonnie. I'm lining up the stick. You gotta be delicate. Oh, well, I've been holding my horses. I've been cradling my horses. I've enveloped my horses in the safety tender, meaningful embrace all night waiting for you to take the shot, Rocco. How come you never hold me like that, Bon? If a grown man can come to a children's arcade to wind down by hitting things with a stick and yelling swears, what kind of alligator country are we living in? There's just two rules if you want to rack up a game with me. Be cool, shoot pool, and stay in school. And don't bring up how I never learned to count. Heck. Hey, cool it on that kind of talk, Rocco. There's a kid in here. Dang, you're right. Hey, what did I just say? Ah, that's the third game I lost in a row. You're too good at this, Bon. I know. Come on, what's your secret? Muscle, hustle, and rustle. Russell? My holistic dentist after he screams in my mouth to soft jazz. We hit up the pool hall downtown. What are you talking about? Just lining up my shot. I'm comfortable with myself. Well, that's everybody. Hold on, Narco. Since you didn't see it, I'd like to show you Pat's website. Yeah, it's pretty great. I'm glad they included that. How do I get in the trolley? But I saw a finger. Oh, the bell. Can I talk to you real quick? You're back already. Did you manage to take any photos? Yeah. I'll play. Wait, is that your Pat's mom? Wait, does it go up? Wait, does it go up and not down? Pat, age 24. 24? You're 24 years old? Lovable Dupus, biotech. He's 24? Wait, so Pat is older than Mickey. Game name, later, Alligator. Thanks again, come back anytime. Time to go. Wait. Wait, no. Wait, who the fuck are you? I didn't even know I could do that. Also, I still can't go in the trolley. Oh boy, that sign flower looks as tasty as ever. I come here most days to stare at her. But I usually leave when someone calls the alligator police or I slip and fall down in a rather overwrought fashion. I didn't know that, Frederick. I thought it went the other way. Albus, if you bother me later, I might play with you. It's too hard to get all the way back up if you fall. No elevator, you know. You just have to use elbow grease, which I have yet to speak to my doctor about. It's a full-time job to want to eat this flower, but I'll do it as my father and his brother did before me. Where are they now? Well, they both retired to stare at flowers in the comfort of their own home, of course, but not me. I'm out here on the daily. Flower. This week, click and drag up and down. Ah. Wait, can I do it in the other places? Unknown. Hey, your friendly cine guide here again. Have you found any puzzle pieces? Yeah, of course. I thought so. You can find a lot of fun things by clicking on... You can find a lot of fun things that you might not expect by clicking around. Puzzle pieces, secret baubles, interesting shaped sewer rats. It's a real menagerie. Maybe if you find enough pieces, you'll be able to do something good with them. Like unlock something, or make a small blanket with a family of chilly squirrels. The world is so bright, have lots of fun looking around. What else could I click on? I don't even see anything else I could click on. Oh. I don't get paid to stare at a flower. Well, I don't think he gets paid. What about you? Ain't nobody can follow these ferocious fingies. So what are we up to now? I think I'm missing something. Sam donated $40. And not only did he donate $40, but an alert didn't show up. Why did an alert not show up? Did an alert show up? Did I miss it? Sam, thank you very much. Oh, that's... No, I did ring the bell. It's, I have to click this down here. I just found it. Popped up for me in the chat. Did it pop up? Did I just miss it? Did I miss it? Welcome to my beautiful city. Mayor Weebly Finn. Alligator Memorial Park, Fun District, downtown. Unsavory part of town. Booming bug economy. See the Alligator New York Alligator Opera. Free hot dogs on Fridays. I see Boots. This game's great. Where do I want to go? The unsavory part of town. Assuming you play medic? I don't know. I don't remember. Unknown. Hey buddy. Your good old guide here. Just wanted to warn you. In a city so big, there's bound to be parts that are a little seedy. I'm talking seedy tough guys. Seedy tough guys who eat the seeds of things without spitting them out onto a napkin politely. Just be careful. Don't go clicking around in back alleys or nothing. You'll never know what you find. You'll never know what you might find. Did you redeem water? Oh, you did. You'll have to tell me if you redeem water, because I can't see it. Sam, really, thank you. I really do appreciate it. It's super kind of you. Okay. Who do we talk to first? What's going on here? I say, you there, vagrant. Brother, I don't think they're a vagrant. They've got a suit on. Perhaps a hobo king. You may be right. You there, hobo king, come a moment. Honestly, brother, what are we doing in this filthy part of town? Even breathing air outside this seedy watering hole is making my scales lose their highly regarded luster. I agree. But you know as well as I do, we need to find an unbiased bonehead for our beneficiary. So anyone who at the estate was out. Besides, you know how weary I grow of literally everyone we know in the whole world. So we talk to the stranger with a briefcase then? Yes, as long as it's not someone that gives me the dreadful horror of being known. Who are you? Brother, this nobody doesn't seem to be aware of who we are. Indeed. Perhaps with that pinstripe style, they've spent the last 30 years or so locked in a storage closet with their fingers in their ears, and their other fingers in their eyes, and fingers in their nose. Obviously, since I released that perfume this year. Obviously. I am Princess Valentino, heir to the Valentino fortune, and this is my brother, Prince Valentino. He's also the heir, since we're twins. I'm the evil twin. They couldn't test for that gene, and you know it. Alright, I gotta go. Have fun. Thank you so much for coming by, Sam. Thank you so much for the money, so I can live. Pat? Why, he's our second cousin. That's like a cousin, but thankfully a little more removed from your gene pool. The amount of DNA shared between us is blessedly on the shallow side, much like your personality. Oh, Prince, you're such a cut-up. Much like how I cut up your invitation to the Met Gala this year and fed it to the cat. What? But the theme this year was Monopoly mascot. And you know Mittens the Third District... Mittens the Third is on a strict diet for her failing kidneys. Did you just kill a cat? You're gonna have to be more specific. I attend a lot of events, you know. Balls, galas, exhibitions, Prince's unfortunate performance art shows. Just speaking of last week when I walked on the runway for Gill's fashion fishery rubber pants for moist alligators. I'll have you know, I got a write-up in the magazine spread for highlights for children. Anyway, if you're talking about tonight, we have no qualms of spilling the whole secret to you. That is, if only you'd do us the smallest of favors. Yeah, what is it? You see, our beloved Daddy passed away recently from poison-related complications. You know, the natural way. We're splitting up our shared inheritance, but we could really use a mediator. Someone to protect my beautiful face from my dear sister's punches. It is true, I punch super duper hard. If only we had some help dividing Daddy's precious possessions. I'm sure we could tell you the information you seek. Will you help us, or do you have Hobo King duties to attend to? Exhibition. Exhibition. Yeah, that sounds better. Well, let's get on with it. Daddy's not getting any more alive. I'm already bored. Mink stole. What is mink stole? Shiny, damaged, empty? It wouldn't be totally out of place with me, I suppose. This really brings back memories. Remember when we walked all walled up tipsy cousin Cleo in the wine cellar after luring her with the promise of an ever finer vintage? This game is really well made. Back to bed. Have day. Good night, Narco. This would be more of a masterpiece if it depicted something important, like me. A signed photo of the president? We were rather straight with you. I didn't vote for him, or the gold chain. I can't undo things. Let's see. Hat. You probably want a hat. Father's secret society hat. I'd wonder if it had been lost after the SWAT raids. Hi, parakeet. What is a mink stole? Want a vinyl? These are mostly compilations of Halloween sound effects and screams. So yes, please give this to me. How about a crystal orb? If I wanted to see something mysterious and confusing, I'd just look at Prince's new headshots. Man, you're greedy. Mink stole is a coat, but stupid. I simply couldn't. My conscience wouldn't allow it. It clashes terribly with everything I own. And I'd be up all night worrying about it. I'm doing a bad job with this. How about money? Daddy always did like to show off his wealth. Money sacks, diamond throwing parties, PJs made of 2 parts endangered tiger, 1 part barrier reef. He really knew how to live. On a sports car? There we go, that's about even. Well, my several phones could use a car. I remember how Mumsy and Daddy would let us swing this around in the front yard whenever we'd get solicitors. Those were happy times. Urn of ashes. How about you? The first urn we put Daddy in melted. Luckily, this one's from the funeral home's poison-proof collection. Bernard, I spent hours training him to eat $50 bills in front of our governess as she cried. Sweet childhood memories. You are out of your fucking mind. Wait, do I have to divvy it up different? Oh. Ooh, cozy. I like that sort of thing. Warm and made with the suffering of another. Okay, so I can just switch it around as I desire. This would be smashing with great-grandmother's claymore, literally. Great-grandmother's claymore's rightful place with me is in my penthouse. Or with my ex-boyfriend Blake in the house music DJ. Huh, okay. Lots and lots of stuff. Well, it's a conversation piece, I suppose. Alright, let's see. Final? You seem rather large for multiple Blu-ray players. I have more than one. I have 2 eyes, don't I? A fine vintage from the year I was born. Daddy was saving it for when I became an admirable member of society. Good thing he died and I can just take it. That's a pretty good one. Everyone we let Close and Clea out of there? So I gotta divide this up pretty well. Gosh, don't you think? Eyeballs are still last season, which is why I'm having mine removed next month. Okay, how do I get this to be perfectly divvied up? I mean, I'm close. There's something that one person would like that the other person doesn't have. This creature is vile. Wait, hold on. Can I read that again? Alright, I missed some dialogue, but I skimmed it really quickly. The parrot was shouting about help, I'm being poisoned. Which is how their dad died. Hmm. No. Actually, maybe. Wait, actually, they've got expressions to see if it's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. She wants the vinyls. A photo. Painting. Sack of cash. Wait, are they both happy to get the urn? Oh, they're both happy to get the urn. Oh, there we go. There we go, we did it. Prince Shush, you'll teach Bernardo rudeness. That wasn't like hard because there was no fail state, but that was not as easy as I thought it would be. You got a family member badge. You got a family member badge. That's all of Daddy's things, and I feel quite pleased with my haul. Me as well, which is why I'm in such a good mood. I'm almost feeling feelings again. Seriously, brother? How pedestrian. Please don't tell any of the servants. They'll start asking me for silver dollars, whatever they eat these days. We should thank you, Pinstripes, and we'll tell you what you want to know about the event. But we won't. Your reward is our smiling snoots. Now get out of our car before we ring the police. Oh ho ho ho. Fuck you. Just got robbed of my time. Hey, you got a light? Not for my cigarette, I meant in general. It's kinda dark out here, and I got a spooky ghost allergy. You ain't seen any, right? If you want to get in the bar, bub, you're gonna have to cough up an ID. Or anything, really. Coughing this stuff is generally an adult thing to do. Getting older ain't glamorous. The other night, I coughed up something that was shaped like the state of Arizona, and tried to show it to Slasher, but he wouldn't even look. That's because it's gross, Rawl. Quit smoking, you dingus. Yeah, quit smoking, stupid. It even had a Grand Canyon on it. Snort. Hey, what are you looking at? Are you trying to listen to our exceedingly private rooftop conversation? Beat it, creep. Do I have to close my eyes when you go into the very adult bar? Oh, it is a very... yeah, how about that? No, I don't think you do. Huh. Huh. Alright. We're not talking about anything interesting. Move on. Definitely nothing interesting. Just extremely boring things. Yeah, in fact, we're not even talking. We're just sitting up here in silence. Our mouths are only moving to agitate our gums. Yeah, we just care a lot about oral hygiene, so buzz off. We're definitely not talking about juicy details of Slash's hilariously disastrous love life, so beat it. Yeah, hey. He's a good guy, just not so good at the romance thing, you see. Eric. First date at a sporting goods store. I needed sneakers, and he was running half an hour late because I didn't have the sneakers. Still, she had an okay time. She ate his phone in front of him, so she was sure he didn't have a number. Scram. Vamoose. Hello, gypsy woman. Hey man, you got any change? Wait, no, you're a guy. Sorry. Hey man, you got any change or novelty tie-dye apparel? Oh no, yeah, you're a hippie. Wow, Starchild, I can, like, feel your energy from over here. I'd say it's what's harshing my whole thing right now, but truth is, I free-cycled some gnarly bagels for lunch out of the dumpster from the furniture store. My mellow has been thoroughly pre-harshed. Huh? Why would there be bagels in a dumpster of a furniture store? Oh, throw pillows. Bummer. Did you eat a bunch of pillows? Listen, who among us hasn't woken up at noon under a van under a blanket in a van under a blanket, felted equally from strangers' lint and candy wrappers. No wonder I got to the wrong dumpster. If anything, it's fate. Who the hell are you? I'm Aiden. It's totally chill to meet you.com.org. I sorta knew someone would come seek me out today. I'm like a bit of a clairvoyant according to some subforums I visit online. Plus, I own somewhat unsettling amounts of powerful crystals, and their potent energies course through me to my inner core. Which is great, since I spend the last of my dosh on some suspiciously expensive crystals and my inner core is startering, man. You know Pat? Did you say Pat? He's a pretty cool guy. Kinda dresses like a preschooler though, if I'm being realsies. My sister Lizzie is dating his cousin, so I guess we're kinda family. You could say anything to strangers really, no one can stop you. The event. Tonight? Oh dude, I'm sorry, I can't tell you much. I've been sworn to secrecy. I could actually, like, probably tell you a few things if you do me a solid first. See those suspiciously expensive crystals I mentioned earlier? Well, they were those little mamas were also suspiciously powerful. Of just 3 nights of holding them, even when I get up to pee. When I get up to do pee. I feel mystically charged enough to access my innermost self. But in tireless questing through the crystal concentration arts, I just don't have the time to shower. Or dust my pewter miniatures. Are those anime figurines? Besides, bathing is a way for the man to keep us down. Dude, this really is a Reddit moment. You should be sliding across the floor on an oil slick of your own creation, like nature intended. My aromatic scent keeps a lot of unwanted company away, like solicitors and my father, but invited others. I'm talking about flies. These little buzzing bud kills are harshing my mellow, making it possible to concentrate on my inner light, to do it inner right, if you know what I mean. You could just swat them away for me. I'm getting medication on. I'd be happy to do you a solid in return. So you be my spotter swatter? Oh, jeez. This game is really cute. Click on flies and hornets to attack them with the fly swatter. Hornets take extra hits. Don't swat butterflies or Aiden. Alright, see, Dad, I have friends. Gamer. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I swatted a butterfly. It was way harder to not swat the butterfly than I thought. It's happening. The subforms were right. I have to keep going. Maximum overdrive. Oh. Don't swat the butterfly. I'm starting to feel the cosmos and pick up Wi-Fi. Keep going, I'm almost there. Jesus Christ, take a shower, man. You're disgust. He grew hair. He grew hair. Could this be the 5G they feared? No. Hello, my star child. Through crystal channeling and staying modestly hydrated, like advised on social medias, I have been able to reach my most powerful form. Oh, jeez. I'm still the Aiden you've known and adored for so long, but a new, more powerful Aiden. A Pyden, as it were. Like how I haven't been Pyden in weeks. I'm so hungry. Just kidding, I don't feel human desire for food anymore in my new astral form. Did you hear an ice cream truck? Oh, no reason, I just like the song it plays. It's a real bop. No, I'm not crying. I can tell you a bit about the event now, since I'm being pure of energy and knowledge. That's like but that's also like extremely good. But also that's like extremely good at keeping secrets, man. What little I can tell you is concerns for Pat, for a certain reason. That's literally all I can say. I don't want Lizzie to get too mad at me for spilling the beans. She's got angry little sister hands. Even beings of pure, peaceful energy are adverse to tiny sister punches. Water now. Thank you for telling me that, because I can't see it, like I said. Thank you for your spiritual guidance. What you have done here today will not be soon forgotten, at least not for the 45-minute short-term memory I have. Did you hear an ice cream truck? Well, that was something. Is that Majima? The knife. You mean loan unless you want a knuckle sandwich. Seriously, do you want it? It was the bar special of the day, but I ain't got a heart to eat it because I got nervous guts. Anyway, what do you want? Don't really have the time to talk right now. I'm waiting for somebody. Though, maybe they're a no-show. Who are you? People call me the knife on a type of my design containing sharp edges. Yeah, there's a bunch of sharp edges. That's how I poke my eye out in a freak jack-o'-lantern carving accident back in 4th grade, and because I'll cut you. Out of curriculars, if I catch you in the hall without a pass. I'm a guidance counselor for Miss Pettisnoot's School for Snobby and Gifted Middle Schoolers. The name was just there to scare preteens, to be honest. You know Pat? Yeah, I know Pat. Who's asking? Me. Oh, you are. Right. Sorry, I'm a little socially anxious right now, and basically all the time. I've known Pat since high school, when the seniors got paired up with a freshman buddy to run the three-legged race, and the gym teacher tied rope around our legs. Pat flipped out because he thought he was being kidnapped. I think I already know the story to this game. I started running like a maniac down the football field with my gym pants and still attached to him. It's how I got my nickname, Birthmark Butt. Ever since then, we've been good pals. Love that weird little guy. Look, you keep pestering me. Didn't I tell you I was waiting for someone? Gotta be honest with you, I ain't really waiting for nobody. I'm just here at the bar to practice casual and meeting other folks. You know, romantic-like manner. But I always say the wrong things and scare other gators off. But how was I supposed to know complimenting someone's bulging neck veins was weird? She looked real cool. Anyway, between work and some bad personality, I don't get out much. It's just so hard to meet people in a non-weird way, you know? I wish I could practice or something. Hey, wait a minute, that ain't a bad idea. If I could just find a buddy to practice dates on, I could be way more ready when the real deal comes along. I know you're only talking to me because Pat used to set you up on one of his weird, wild, Lucas-like chases, but I ain't got a lot of friends to tell you the truth. Maybe you can help me practice. I could help you too. What do you say? Want to go on a fake date with a rusty edge like me? Yeah, okay. I'll do it. Take a lonely lizard out on a practice date. Click to decide where to go, what to do, and how you end the evening. Great. How do you feel about a change in setting? Head over to my workplace and you can help me out there. Oh, I see. Yes, it all makes sense now. Stop. Welcome to the hallowed halls of Gator International School for the Gifted Use. Kids are on a break right now. It's only us lonely administrators. Me, I'm the lonely one. I need a big favor from you. Stop. You see, I have a meet cute tomorrow. And I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do or say or feel. My friend Karen, who works in the front office, set me up with a friend of hers. Not usually the blind date kind of guy, but she says he's really dreamy. Tall, which I like, and big, which I also like, broad shoulders. She says he's a cool, quiet type, but has a sense of humor and a big heart. And between you and me, she said he's a real dragon in the dojo. I'm gonna shake the person who made this game until they vomit. I wonder what you told him about me. Do not fuck the alligators. Ah, all this negative thinking is messing with my mojo. You seem like the strong silent type, and you're cute enough that intimidates me just a little bit. Please, you gotta help me practice my big date. I need a boost of confidence, and I need it now. Yay, I mean, cool, thanks. Cameron arranged it all with my date. We're going on an adventure first, then out to dinner, then afterwards, who knows, natural laughter. So, what type of adventure will you take me on? Impress me. None of these things have anything to do with fighting. Okay, look at that long finger. I don't like the new hand. I like the other hand better. A nice stroll to the botanical garden. Zoo? I think the zoo would be weird. Because they're alligators. Great, let's go. Well, come on, I can't pretend we're going somewhere if we don't go somewhere. The whole school is empty, don't worry. OMG, you picked my favorite place in the whole city? You have good taste. I actually love all the trees around the school. It's a nice piece of greenery in the big city, right? Sorry, I'm breaking character. Here we are, at the imaginary botanical garden. Look at these beautiful peonies. I hope the roses are in season. Their bloom quality is to die for. I feel uncomfortable. I think that's the point, Frederick. Even the rock garden looks amazing. What? You think I look amazing too? That's just... Stop! Glad we're doing this. It's been a while since I've been on a real date. Like, with an itinerary. Everyone these days just wants to watch TV shows on an old couch. Don't get me wrong, I'm not above staying in and getting cozy. But I think the first date should be really special, you know? What's this? You brought me a present, but I didn't bring you anything. It's a knuckle sandwich. That is a change of pace. Old-fashioned, but in a nice way. Gimme, gimme. Flowers look nice. A toy sits around. You eat candy. Candy. I don't want to fill up before dinner though. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm getting a little hungry. Do you mind if we head to dinner? Oh, I picked the wrong one. No! A reservation? Wow, you came prepared and dressed to impress. That shirt really brings out your eyes. Was that too much? I'm trying to roleplay, but it feels silly. Stop. So, where did you want to eat? I heard you were quite the foodie. Somewhere cozy. Quiet and intimate sounds nice. Really be able to get to know each other. It's nice that you have a local place, too. I've been living in the city for 5 years, and I finally have my coffee place. It was a big adjustment. The city's always moving. I was living across the river in Alligator, New Jersey back then. Fuck you. Please don't ask me about those dark times. They definitely weren't any cute snoots in Alligator, Hoboken. Not like you. Let's head over to the restaurant. Yeah, not New Jersey. Ooh, this place is nice. I like that the decor isn't too pretentious. Do you come here often? You're so right. I barely make it out of the house these days. I'm so happy to be here, meeting someone new. Thank you for that follow, but why would you follow during this? This. Now's your chance. Give me a compliment. I don't know what to fucking say. I don't know what to say. What do I say? What's even the answer here? What can I even say? I think the second one is like saying nice dick. I don't think that's it. You have such perfect teeth. Your tail is so long. Your scales are so shiny. I think teeth is a good one. Hi, Burn. You came in during the worst time. Is this a furry game? Not really, but you wouldn't be wrong right now. This is the worst part. Thanks. You have a nice smile, too. This is me role-playing awkward silence. Come on, a date's gotta be more charming than that. What was I supposed to say? I'm gonna pretend you said I was cute and move on. I feel like I can really be myself around you. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, not a long while. It's just hard to meet other alligators. I don't do this very often. Stop laughing. This is precisely why I want to practice. What I'm saying is I'm having a really good time with you. If you don't have any plans after dinner, want to come to the Spring Festival with me? You've lived in Alligator, New York City for how long, and you've never been to East River Spring Festival? Burn, I promise you, give it like 10 minutes. Then you have to come with me. There's food, carnival games, and this whole thing ends with a big fireworks show. Yeah, this hurts. What do you say we split and check over? Flagged on the waiter then, let's get out of here. I need to get out of here. I'm sorry I'm being such a kid. Even when we lived in Alligator, New York, Alligator, Jersey, my family would drive to the city for a big festival. Thanks for indulging me. As a reward, you get the first thing we do. No, I've been coming here since I was little. Your first time, what looks fun to you? What the fuck is that called? What are these? What do I pick? Let's play a carnival game. Oh, I love carnival games. Karen told me you were pretty competitive. Not like in a bad way. I'll tell you what, if you win me that big platypus doll, I'll definitely be impressed. Reward? Win the game first, buddy, then we'll talk. Haha, what a night. The guy in the bear costume and the pretty lights. You know, for a first timer, you seem to be really warming up to the festival. I'm relieved you had fun. You never know with this kind of thing. I really wanted you to have a good time. To be honest, I wasn't even sure I was gonna come out tonight. A lot of people are scared of me, wouldn't you believe? I'm not some kind of scary gangster roaming the streets at night and showing up whenever, repeatedly challenging the same person through an endless street brawl. Oh my god, it's zooming. Dude, they know. Burn, if you didn't know, this is a reference to Yakuza. Slowly building my reputation as a mad dog who will fight anyone, anything, relentlessly punishing all who stand in my way of my personal goals. Hey, it looks like the fireworks are starting. Come with me, I know the perfect place to watch. Just stop. You gotta stop. Stop it. What I tell you, the view is incredible, right? I had fun tonight. I hope you did too. For Karen's sake, I mean. She takes matchmaking really serious, and she's been hounding me for months to finally meet you. Why am I talking about Karen right now? Just say the right thing. Guess what I'm really trying to say here is, I'm glad I met you. You seem like a great person. And it was cool hanging out. We should do this again sometime. Oh, I did it wrong. Oh no. I gotta get the good ending. Alright. Nice flowers. What do I do? I didn't get hearts when I went cozy, so let's go fancy. No, that was the wrong one. Your scales are so shiny. That worked. I'm Inestia. What did I tell you? The view's incredible, right? I had fun tonight, Karen. I'm so glad I met you. Let's do this again sometime. What? I gotta get every answer? Alright, one more try. Alright, I need the right answers. I'm not retrying this again. I'm gonna waste all my time. What are the answers? I'm not fucking this up again. I have limited amounts of time. Botanical gardens. Are you looking it up or waiting? I was kind of doing both. Nice flowers, maybe. He didn't like fancy. Cozy didn't seem like it went too good, but that could be, I could have just been wrong. Somewhere cool. He didn't like that one. Your skills are so shiny. Carnival games? Okay, that's every right answer. I hope you had fun tonight. Hope you don't mind me being a little old-fashioned. Will you go out with me? Oh god, stop. Is this a dating game? No. This is what the game really looks like. Wow, that was actually kind of freaking magical, if I'm being totes real with you. Oh god, he's actually blushing. Stop. Wow, I really feel like I learned a lot, actually. I feel kind of funny now, just kind of flapping my gums. Must be that knuckle sandwich coming back to haunt me. Yeah, that's the ticket. That said, I don't really know a lot about the event, but I know that I'll be there at least, on account of being invited by Pat's mom. Maybe we can hang out at the event. Not like outside of it, like it's that thing. Haha, natural laughter. Okay, so I wasted 30 extra minutes on that. I've not seen you around here before. I think I remember a face like that, so distinct and clearly visible. What's a tall drink of water like yourself doing in a place like this? Everyone else here is more of a middling half glass with a yogurt top runoff, if you know what I mean. Let me know if I can get you anything, like a drink or semi-awkward shoulder massage. What can I get you? Oh my god, tall Jared. Oh hey, didn't see you down there. Can you move about 2 centimeters to the right? The place in my eyes is particularly wacky. I'm waiting for a call, but my phone has been pretty dinked up lately. I wonder if it'll even come in. Maybe I should ask the bartender to use the phone here. That's not gonna work since I stored the number I need here in my broken phone. How did anyone get by before modern cell phone technology? How did they send each other messages or watch videos of people drinking a gallon of milk and then throwing up? LA Beast here. I'll be back in 1 hour. I have to update the Leaf game. My internet sucks, so see everybody there. Alright, parakeet. LA Beast here. Can I drink a gallon of spoiled milk without throwing up into a washing machine? Let's find out. No. I guess I'll have to write letters now and film myself barfing on a VHS. Just like the Pilgrims would have done. Who are you? Folks call me Tall Jared. I don't really get it though. Honestly, I'm not even the tallest Jared I know. Yeah, just let that info sink in for a while. I can see your imagination running wild in your extremely visible eyes. You know Pat? Pat the Alligator? That's my little cousin. All my cousins are little to me. Even the older ones. Pat, however, is particularly small. Maybe that's why he's so skittish. A guy that tiny could slip into a crack anytime or get lost in a medium-sized mouse hole. Like a borrower or something. You know about the event? Oh, you're going to that too? I tell you more about it, but the truth is I jotted it all down on all down the deets in my phone here, but the dang thing has been on the front since over a week now. Ever since I got back from that ghastly Mansions of the Rich and Dead tour I did on my vacation. What's really ghastly is the distribution of wealth among the populace and dedulous. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My phone's my life, literally. I don't have a rich inner existence or anything. It's mostly saved on here in form of pictures, in form of dream journal and pictures of good breakfasts I've had. I don't know how much of a tech person you are, but do you think you could take a look? I need to take a drink, and I'm gonna take a drink real quick. It went on the fritz a couple weeks ago when I was on vacation. Can you fix what's wrong? My phone is my lifeline to everyone else. Sometimes tall Jared is... I already drank. Sometimes I drank a lot, actually. Because I was thirsty. I'm still thirsty, but I don't think I can just keep chugging until it's gone. I think it has to soak in. Sometimes tall Jared is too tall to hear their voices down there. This screen. This screen isn't helpful at all. What do you think ghost mode is? Noties. Oh wow, just warning you, some of these notes are pretty personal. Game ideas, groceries, dream journal. Yeah, that's pretty relatable. I'm not working on a video game, I just thought these would be some cool ideas for some. Yeah. A spooky game about three kids in a bad summer camp. A cute game about a sweet knight who gets to escort 4 hot princes down a mountain. A silly mystery game about alligators in the city. Too much work. A dramatic game about mecha pilots fighting over the fate of humanity and kissing. Is it too late to check there's embarrassing stuff in my notesies? Probably too late. It's probably too late. That's fine. You're fine. 3 kinds of muffins and breakfast? Crisp Riceys, large ham, muffins, paper towel, cleaning spray, dirtying spray, sandwich bread, peanut butter, a small ham. Good breakfast. Tall Jared, you're getting greedy for breakfast. Dream journal. Huh, I don't remember dreaming about being hungry. Did I write that? I was in the woods and I was running on all 4s and there was a monster chasing me. I'm at school and everyone's making fun of me because I forgot all math. I forgot all of it. All math. It's all gone. Nothing. What's even a number? I am hungry. I am looking at myself in the mirror, except my father is looking back at me. He turns into sand, and now I'm holding 2 hams. I have fish hands, and it's the best dream ever. Error code. Unable to add new notes. Please contact customer support. I am proud of how much I could remember, but now it's like I might as well write it down on a little computer and carry it around everywhere I go. When I get really stressed, I watch soothing videos. It calms me. I started watching one on my phone when my phone started acting weird. Do you think it's related? When train you soon. That's the 3rd train schedule app I've tried, but I think I'm still late all the time. Pictures. You're gonna look through my photos? Should I? Oh, no. I'm sure there's nothing embarrassing. Too embarrassing in there. That's my little sib, Joni. I caught them on candid camera. What, I can delete? Croissant. Well, that's nice. Would you look at that handsome fella? I give myself compliments every day. It's like workout for your self-esteem. I'm a pretty good photographer, right? Everyone says that newer phones have better cameras, but I think mine are pretty good already. My vacation pics. I hope you're ready to relive some memories of me. I can't see anything. Hey, my phone started acting up after we went into this weird house. 99 creepy Crescent? This is from my trip to Alligator, Los Angeles. It was neat being so close to the mountains. Do you think this house had something to do with my phone? I'll be back. You know, these, like 4 letters is enough to make this whole scene really nice. He's so embarrassed. So please don't mess with this folder. I have a lot of picture in here, and I'd hate to lose those. He's so cool. Oh, well, listen, it's not what it looks like. The camaraderie is important to me. This show's one of my favorites. Top 5 screenshots. Ooh, this code does something cool. Do you have a way to scan it? Let me get out my phone. Let me get out my phone. Open in YouTube. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, I can get this on screen. Hold on, I can get this on screen. Give me a second. Oh no. Alright. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh no. Get ready. Alright, so first off, let me switch to Chrome. Are they just dead? Great. Thanks. Internet spelunker. Google. Do me a favor, don't look too hard at my search history. Joke history, what's the best password? Sleep sounds, but... Breakfast, many pancakes. Breakfast near me. You know, my search history does not look like this... does not look that far from how stupid this looks. If you looked at my search history, you'd see a lot of really dumb things, and none of it's porn. I swear, none of it is porn. I just Google dumb shit all day. And sometimes, like, I look back and I, like, laugh at myself because I type, like... What was the last thing I searched up? I Googled, like, I would like to make a GIF really, really fast funny. According to the most secure password for anything is Ghost. You're welcome. Ghost, I would have never thought of it. I'm gonna forget about it immediately. Truth is, I can't remember any passwords ever. The password, you got it. Ghost mode activated. I always pick the most popular thing. Could you guess, like, if you could guess the most possible password, that's probably the right one. Okay, I've now unlocked the phone. Wait. Check out the other app, maybe something has changed. Password, you got it. Alright, let me just do a quick, like, recheck of everything. It's weird, I don't remember writing a good breakfast. Who was it? What breakfast did they want? Hmm. What's it like outside? It's pretty good out. Dude, I want a weather app like this. 80 to fun, 80 none. It's totally my set. I want to go swimming. Calls. Hey, don't look at my calls. And don't try to call anyone either. I'm sort of really out of minutes. I have like 22 seconds left and I need to call my grandma. I spent so much time on this phone. Yeah, how do I... What do you think is the answer here? Maybe I delete the photo? Wait. Turn off the flash share. I would if I knew how. Good breakfast. Looking good. Wait, ghost mode. Ghost mode! Is it gonna be in a selfie? No. No, it's actually nothing. Weird house, huh? It was really spooky inside. Low Wi-Fi. Something weird about this photo. There's a ghost! The phone is haunted! What was that? What did you do? Did you do that with my phone? There's a ghost in the photo! Ghost! You saw that too, right? That was definitely strange. Okay, let me just make sure. Yeah, that's fine. I gotta delete it. I gotta delete his anime. One of his animes is haunted. It's not Cowboy Bebop. It's not Goku. Where did my handsome swimming boys go? Ooh, no, this is a nightmare. Get rid of it. Oh god. Next time I go on vacation, I'll do something like go-karting on it or a nude beach. No more creepy old mansions with dark legacies contaminated by the vengeful souls that reside within, I swear. I feel like death just moved 2 bubbles on my life abacus to the left after all that. That was super terrifying. Can I have my phone back? Looks like you fixed it. It's nice to have a functioning phone again. I feel like I'm reconnected to society. Take that, actually good-looking people. Take that, actually looking people in the eye and talking to them directly. Thanks, random stranger, or should I say random friend? That was kind of fun. This game is good. I like this game a lot. You got a family member badge. Oh, jeez. So the call I'm waiting on is actually a character for an event. It's a lot of work since this family's practically made of food allergies and intolerances, but I'll manage. Thanks so much for all your help. I'll see you tonight. By the way, can you have wheat? Yeah, can we get a chocolate fountain? It's how much? How about just a poster of one? Linda, I'm waiting for a blind date, so if you see anyone that looks like Gandalf the Bay, let me know. They're tall, handsome, and very successful lawyer, just like me. Keep me posted, wingman. You're worth it, Linda. What are you staring at, chump? Hey, Bobby Blue Eyes. Put those peepers away before I yank him clear out of your skull. What, you think you're a tough guy or something? You think you can roll in here with a pinstripe suit and not dissimilar to my own and share a passing glance with me? Well, you got another thing coming to you, Pally. It ain't nothing good. Around these parts, I'm the toughest guy you're gonna meet. So don't think I can't into my bar and lock eyes with me casually from across the room. You'll be sorry when I pull those babies out and make them into twin gnocchis. I'll let you guess what the red sauce is, but you ain't gonna like it. Gnocchis. Yeah, that's not how you pronounce that, by the way. But that's how I've always pronounced it, because it's funny. My name's Bobby Blue Eyes, and don't you forget it, because it's gonna be etched on your tombstone. Wait, your tombstone would be your name. My name would be... Hey. Just because I got confused about society's ritual surrounding mortality doesn't mean that you can look away. We're having a conversation here. You know Pat? Pat, that little jabroni's my first cousin once removed. Kinda like how I'm able to remove your eyes, as previously mentioned in the conversation. Do you think the red sauce thing was too far? Maybe it was a bit too far. Testing out some new tough guy material tonight, so it's a bit hit or miss. You know about the event? Bobby ain't spilling family secrets. Oh yeah? Unless you prove you're tough to me. The toughest guy in Alligator, New York City. It ain't gonna be easy though, and I'll make sure of that. Let's say you and me play a game called Three Finger Fillet. Or are you too chicken? Fuck you, I'll do it. Carefully watch how Babby stabs... Watch carefully how Babby stabs the table. Copy his pattern on your side. Be careful to avoid your fingies. I gotta go to sleep. BFB, thank you for sticking around. This is a very good game. You ready for this tough guy? I'm doing it with a spoon. Because this is PG. Wow, you did that 4 times. That's impressive. But how many more times you think you can pull that off? Why is it slower? Wow, 5 times, not bad, but let's up the ante a bit, shall we? Oh! Whoa, 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 what is that? That knife is terrific, perfect for a tough guy. Let's keep going. Come on, what was that? Watch me one more time. Oh shit, I must have seen it wrong. Oh yeah, I did. Now see, I'm actually doing it much slower, so I don't think it's actually as scary. Has streamer played the knife game? No, I think it's dumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, not bad. Got all the way to 6. I bet you think you're a real tough guy with those increasingly nuclear knives you weirdly had on your patronage. Check this out. Owie, my fingy. Could you put a band-aid on it, please? Get ready. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Gotta blow on it, gotta blow on it. I don't want to play tough guys with you no more. You ruined it by going too far. Now look what happened. I may never play the bass guitar again. I got a family badge, member badge. Oh, jeez. You're a real tough customer, I'll give you that. The event is a happy thing, so leave those preposterous knives at home. Now go, leave me with my band-aid and my misery. Oh, ouchie. Nah, he's fine. Hello, your pal City Aficionado here. Wanted you to know that there's... Make sure you wanted to know about this cool local place called Nana Rue's Antiques. I know what you're thinking. Antiques are for grandmas. And you're right, the whole shop is run by a grandma. Well, a Nana Rue. There's a local legend about that place. Like, it's super haunted by 5 billion ghosts. What's really haunting are the prices, though. Raffle. Ha. Just a little shopping humor from me to you. Not really rolling on the floor. Anyway, Nana Rue is as much of a card shark as she is a deal shark, so be careful. But if you have the time, definitely check out her colorful shop. It's tons of fun. Okay. I think we're all set here. Unless there's something to click. Ah, like a puzzle piece. Which I believe I don't think I've missed any yet. Only have one. Snort. Oh, I can go down the alley. That's easy to miss. That's easy to miss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Close your eyes. Girls only. In 1964, Margaret Hamilton saw a newspaper advertisement for MIT Instrumentation Laboratory, which was hiring a team to send a man to the moon. Margaret applied for the job because no one had ever done it before. She was the first programmer and the first woman to help work on the Apollo mission. As a software developer, she oversaw the creation of Apollo's core ropes, a complex series of wires strung through a donut-shaped material. Each strand of wire had to be precisely woven, and they were hand-strung by a team of foreign textile workers. Margaret called them LOLs, or little old ladies, and she was called the rope mother because this system of a core rope was so reliable. The technology behind the Apollo program's navigation and guidance system, which allowed the mission astronauts to land on the moon. This type of rating hurts my soul. In fact, Margaret's innovative error detection system saved the first mission to the moon. 3 minutes before the lunar module was scheduled to land on the moon's surface, several computer alarms went off. Hardware was overloading. Margaret's system allowed the mission computer to drop to lower priority tasks and focus the power on the navigation needed to land with only 30 seconds worth of fuel remaining. She made sure she's going fucking nuts. She made sure Apollo 11 and many other space missions were safe with software. That's so awesome. Margaret later led the team that developed the software for Skylab, the first American space station, as she founded 2 companies to develop more error detection and recovery systems. In 2016, she received the President Medal of Freedom Award from President Barack Obama. Wow, that's very cool. I didn't know that. Aha, you can't hide from me. I'll click on everything. Hello. Ooh, someone new. Have a seat, we're just about to get started. I'll just have some coffee. Or some of Bin Na's famous spring rolls. Oh, go on. Don't worry about where you sit. I just plan on yelling indiscriminately, so all seating is within range. Did I put out enough folding chairs? I don't want to repeat a space trivia on tonight's chaos. I actually can't sit in the chair, so I won't be doing that. But I'll talk to everybody. Welcome, please sign our guest book. I can't actually sign the guest book. And sign here for our mailing list. And sign here too, right there, great. I really needed a cosigner for my small business loan. Default and Gills is what they call me down at the credit union. Sign a guest book, or don't. Go on your way, baby. How are you? Hey, Emily. Yeah? You want to go get sushi burritos after this? I know we're trying to save money, but I hear the siren of song of Sushirito calling me. It reminds me of the time that Saint Riot came in here, and he would talk to me about, like, sushi soup and Idaho-style potato and mayo pizza in Japan. That was a good stream. You had me at hey. The fusion of two stars crossed foods, so different to each other, yet so delicious as one. I wonder what the other tasty combos of cuisine were missing. Like ships in the night. Pasta sickles. Or... quiches. Well, a burger, but it's tacos. 2 tacos. Okay, that one I'm vaguely interested in. Hey, Emily. Hey, Jamie. Excuse me, I'm trying to take notes on the material, so shoo. Cassandra, with every beat of my heart, I long for you. Douglas Woodard, his flippers patting on the ballroom floor to meet her. His lavender orbs sparkled with unspoken love for her totally slim and bod and personality. Hey, stop looking over my shoulder. It's healthy to express yourself creatively. Ooh, this is so affirming. I'm approaching max validation. Makes me want to strut right out of here and start a revolution. Don't. A Sal revolution begins today. Don't. Yes, I agree. Aha, thank you, Sal. Good to see you back again. Oh my goodness, I can't believe Katie knows my name. Sal revolution is gonna be great. E. Hey, you know the beloved movie franchise, Spaceflight, Episode 7, Return of the Guy, copyright? Remember when Banangan, Cloud Pincher, is revealed to be the guy? I feel like people really misunderstood his character. So we did some space murders, so we punched a baby and turned it into Diamond. If people would only seek out the extended content, they'd see there's so much more to him. A real spaceflight fan reads 45 companion novels, played the ARG, and collected enough box tops to send away for the Compodium. Do you know how much cereal I ate for that? I'm banned from the bodega now. Well, because I kept paying in apples. I kept paying for apples and all pennies. Space flight. Am I in the wrong room? This is definitely not the support group for people who have grown too emotionally... Wait. Am I in the wrong room? This is definitely not a support group for people who have grown too emotionally attached to vloggers. I should leave before anyone notices. Actually, it's pretty interesting. I bet they have better coffee than the support group, too. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, gosh darn it. I'm worth vlogging about. I've attended advocacy talks up and down the East Coast, but this one by far has the best lemon square and brownie selection. Raunch. Do I have time to get another Rice Krispie treat before we continue? Climate change is real. Alright. Well, this was a fun little secret. It didn't do anything, but... You know what? That's okay. Okay, let's make sure. Am I missing anything? It appears I've scanned everything. I've talked to everybody. Means we are now going to... Let's go to downtown. Can I open my eyes now? No. What time is it? 2:30. Oh, we're doing alright. Other than the half hour we fucked around with Majima. Alright, where do I start with this? I sell bug. Yes, you do. So this game is very very faithful to those old point and click games like Freddy Fish, which we did play. Sleepy pants. Zzz. Man, I'm so totally asleep right now. Love being asleep. How about you? Denise. Hello. 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 Hey. Ahem. Oh, hello. We're the Downtown Quarry, and we'll sing you a song. It's not a very short one, but it also ain't long. We'll sing in the morning, and we'll sing it past noon. We've had a lot of noise complaints, and we'll be gone soon. Hit the solo, Maurice. To jail. Except Freddy Fish was up for literal 3-year-olds. While you're kind of right, but it had first Freddy Fish had murder in it. He's right. And not only that, but people grew up with that, and now people make games like this, which are homages to that, which aren't. This isn't necessarily for children, but it is a point and click based off of a game for children. Denise, Luis, Patrice, Maurice. You know, Pat, we're Pat's aunt and uncles, and he's our darling nephew. All except for Luis, he's just a part of the crew. Pick it, Luis. Oh, baby, I'm not related to Pat. Oh, nothing like that. I'm just a guy they know who takes part in the show. Whoa, dude, pull it back. Sorry. We can't tell you much, but we'll sing like a bird. If you can help us with our act, we'll tell you all that we heard. I'll play. Help the Alligator Quarry hit their solos. When the scrolling bar shows the singer's background, point the spotlight at them. Let's warm up our vocal cords. Keep an eye on the scrolling bar at the bottom. Shine the spotlight at the singer with the matching background. When the groovy disco pattern appears, we'll shine the spotlight at the disco ball. We'll all sing together. I need to take a drink. This game, I'm getting lightheaded. I've been talking so much in the past like 5 minutes. I gotta breathe. Immortal, this game is wonderful. I actually, this game is so good. I would recommend if you've missed some of it and you like what you see, I would recommend going to watch the VOD. It's really good. Ready, gentlemen? Ready, Maestro? Oh, I see. This is... I don't think starting it out on the disco ball was a really fair thing to do, but that's okay. Drink water now. I'll drink water in a sec. Say, that was pretty good practice. Not enough practice. Patrice demands more solo time. Okay, one more time for Patrice. This is something, all right. She's got a voice like a cheese grater. Well, to my ears, that sounded... I could feel like that could have had more timbre. Timbre? Come on. It's a singing word. I'm a real singer, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay, last time. Alright, everyone, give it everything you've got. This is... Oh, I did the wrong one. They didn't get mad. I would never pay to go to your show. Not once. I got the family member badge. I got the family member badge. I got the family member badge. Yeah, I didn't get one for him because he's not a family member. Come on, man. Oh, right, sorry. Oh, no, never mind, I did. They just sing from the window, dude. Or on the balcony. Yeah, I guess you're right. You've helped us with our song to improve our content. Now what we're going to tell you is we're booked at the event. Thanks for all your help. Now we'll see you in a wink. Unless we get arrested, then please spring us from the clink. I would pay for their show. Well, that's very polite of you. I wouldn't. The breeze, practicing. The practicing quarry. What a perfect day to be an alligator alive. Even though it gets noisy sometimes, I love living in the city. It's full of life. And the burger joints. Ah, I'm so content. I love this city. I love this city. Bugs for sale. More than one even. Unlike what the sign implies. Yeah, I sell bugs here. No, not for baiting, for eating. We're alligators and we eat bugs, which is something for you to know because you exist here, canonically. Anyway, you bug buying or good buying, kiddo? I ain't got all day. Cause I gotta sell bugs to feed my family with different bugs, which I buy with alligator currency. I sleep now, see ya, for real. Good night, BFB. I ain't got all day, pal. Yeah, Burn, this is what the game actually looks like. Most people call me Papa Lee. Well, our real name's Mortimer Gills Jr., the third and a half. On account of my grandfather being perfectly bisected by a wheat thresher during the Great Depression. Miraculously, he survived, but his life wasn't without its problems, such as how it was hard to see him when he turned directly to the side. Grandpa, where are you, we'd call, but to no avail. He'd already slipped through a crack in the decorative linoleum. It's the last time we saw him. Also when those basement sounds started up. Look at me rambling to a youth about the cellar screams and the like. You know Pat? And did you say Pat? That's my grandson's name. That's the name of a nurse who comes to massage the kinks out of my tail on Tuesdays. Do you mean Pat or Pat? I'll have to speak up. I'm hard of hearing due to a condition where I stop listening mid-sentence and think about the war. You know about the event? Event? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I have selective memory disorder, you see, and I forget about things. I don't really want to go. Oh, I have selective memory disorder, you see, and that I forget about things I really don't want to go to. Perhaps you could jog this old man's memory if you help me out with a favor. You see, the only photo I have left of my dear late wife Martha has been a victim of a wheat thresher accident. Can't seem to put it back together again. How I'd give anything to see Martha's sweet smile again. Care to help this old softy gaze upon his lost love once more? Yeah, I gotcha. Reassemble the picture. Oh no, it's a slide puzzle. Oh no. No. No, anything but that. Oh, fuck. Okay, that doesn't go there. But you know what? Yeah, okay, so that works. Oh, god damn it. Slide puzzles are pure evil. Wait, how did I do that? That was amazing. Gaming? We're getting closer. I gotta like shuffle them properly, which is kind of a pain in the ass. No, go this way. How to slide puzzle? Yes, we got them there. That's. I just need to. How do I move it up? It looks like you're not very good at this. Fuck you! Shut the fuck up, video game. Oh god. How did that? Oh. Do people know how to do these things? Wait. Fuck. We almost got it. We almost got it. Wait, hold on. This would go here. This would go here. This needs to be after. Yeah, fuck you, I didn't need help. That's it, that's my Martha. I'll always remember the sound of her sweet voice and her. I'm mad. Oh dear, it seems you've seen the other side now with my secret wife. Oh no! Could you put this one back together too? If not for me, then for creepy old coot grandpa everywhere. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? No, this is a sick joke. Okay, what's the picture look like? What parts need to go where? Okay, it looks like, yeah, okay. Kind of. Okay, look at the heads. This would be in the center. Like that. Kinda. I don't know what the picture looks like, and I'm having a hard time, like, telling what parts go where. Now, the background is kind of a good hint, but then there's also, like, this piece is miscolored. And it's off alignment. Oh, wait. Oh, I see, I think. We're getting there. What piece is omitted? I'm learning. I'm learning how to do slide puzzles. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm bad at slide puzzles. It matters if I don't learn how to do slide puzzles. Everybody's bad at something on their first time. Everybody's bad at something. Shut the fuck up. I hate that they did that. I hate it. That's evil. I'm like just slowly maneuvering pieces around. How do I switch these around? How can I switch these pieces around? No, this piece has to go first. Aha! Look at that. Look at that. We learned. Now, is there anything over there? My worry is if there's something to the left. I think there is. Yeah, I think I need to slide that all over. Fuck. Yeah, I think that's on the far side. Yeah, okay, I see. Okay, real quick. If I move that... No, alright, let's just do it. No think, only do. This hurts my soul. These old games love slide puzzles, dude. Just surrender. How dare you? Okay. Now how do I move that up? Like that. Haha. But I can't move these pieces down. What pieces need to go up here? This needs to go right there. That needs to go there. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Wait, hold on. Before I fuck this up. Okay. Move this one. Move this one. Wait, hold on. Go back. I almost fucked it up. Okay. Move that up. No, I want to get this one in first, is what I think. Okay, click that one, click that one, click that one. Oh, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. Done. Look at that. I got the piece where I wanted it to go. We're doing it. This needs to go before this. How can I make that happen? Done. Look at this. Done. Easy. Dude, I don't know why you guys are complaining. I'm learning how to do this. You can see me doing it. You guys can see me learning how to do the puzzles. I've never done slide puzzles before because I've always hated them. But you know, now that I'm here and the pressure's on, I'm figuring it out. And I'm actually moving tiles where I need them to go. This needs to go on this side. Okay. Is there a piece for the top corner? There is. Okay, so this needs to go... These two need to go up. Okay, if I... Alright, hold on. So, if I want this here, that's gotta be... This gotta get pulled before that one. But not that way. Almost? Look at that. Okay, now it's kind of hard to tell these pieces apart, but it's not impossible. That piece needs to go there. Okay. Okay, so the missing piece is in one of the corners. Which corner is missing? I can't tell which corner is missing. These pieces look very similar. Can you guys tell? I'm having a really hard time telling which corner is missing. Ah, God. Okay, what order do they need to go in? I'll start shuffling around their order properly. Bottom left. Okay, I think it's bottom left too. But I wasn't sure enough to really say that definitively. Okay, we gotta focus on horizontal order here. This piece goes there. What piece needs to be next to it? This piece? Is that the piece for right there? It is, okay. Okay, oh, I see it. I see it. Slide puzzles with a guy who doesn't know how to do slide puzzles. How do I get this properly? Almost. Wait, no. Go back. Ooh, almost. Alright, I know what I gotta do. I gotta get this piece in the corner. Okay. And now when I slide that here, that's gonna complete it. So now I just gotta get... done. I learned a little bit. Now the next time I play one of these fucking games and they throw a slide puzzle at me, I'll take 10 minutes less. That's only an hour, boys. And I didn't press the solve button. You got a family member badge. Oh, jeez. Oh, Gertie. Good old Gertie. It's been years since I looked upon your sweet curly hair and your man-breaking arms. Thank you so much for your help, stranger. Thanks to you, I'm reunited with my lost loves. Martha passed many years ago, but Gertie was just in witness protection, you know, from all the man-breaking. Also, hi, Mystified. What a firecracker on that gal. On cold days, I can still feel the phantom broken body pains she left me. Eh, event? You mean tonight's event? Well, I can tell you it's past my bedtime. You young folks love staying up late. Me? I'm in bed by 6 nightly. After a modest dinner of soft bug pudding and 4 to 7 episodes of soft flutes on public broadcast. Watch time. I don't know how any of those commands work. I haven't set any of them up. Thanks for helping me out. Or should I say, helping us. Don't tell my grandkids. Here's a little something for your trouble. Puzzle piece. Thank you. Heh. Yeah, actually, we could have just put them in normally. You're right. Oh, there's the antique shop. I need to use the restroom really quick. So I'm going to be right back, if you don't mind. Give me 1 minute. Alright. Hey everybody. Forgive me for the quick break. But I, you know, I have to go to the bathroom sometimes. Not very often, even. Hi, Minicia. How are you? I'm still good. Good. Hi, Kevin. And Grip It. Hi, Grip It. How are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'll drink some water. I'm gone for a while. I missed you. Where have you been? Alright, let's get back to it. And Kevin, how are you? This game's really cute. I think you'd like it. I can go in farther. Suck to you. The Black Widow, you're late. I've been waiting here for an hour. What do you mean you don't work here? Well, it's not as if you can fault me for thinking so, with the drab wardrobe and pathetic sunken eyes. Everything here has the clear stink of death upon it. Oh, except for me. Backleaf game updated. Welcome back, Parakeet. The game is great. Doing military stuff got me going all over the place. Gotta love it. I wouldn't go into the military, but that's just me. I wish I had good internet. Yeah, a lot of people do. America and the United States is kind of terrible. Except for me, of course. I'm a poor, poor woman in deep mourning. Beat Saber. I don't have a VR. Not all one involved not at all one involved mysterious circumstances the police cannot explain. I'm a merely lonely. I'm merely alone. Well, oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna take a big deep breath. I am merely a lonely widow left behind for the great beyond by my beloved late husband Horace. Oh, Horace, such a wonderful wisp of a man. Even at his most poisoned, he remained forever regal, kind, and absurdly wealthy. Now in his absence, I find myself trying to take comfort in the metaphysical arts. If only I could hear his sweet, strained voice once more. You know Pat? Pat, you mean the one with the ridiculous hat? Yes, I'm aware of him. A terrible stain on the bloodline, that Papuli fellow. Created all sorts of nonsensical cousins for myself and my dear children. Once removed, at the very least, though it's of little comfort for me. Especially when I see someone like Patrick vault over a coffee table at the holidays. He thought he saw spiders, man, or whatever the nonsense. You know about the event? Oh, I can't even imagine attending the event unchaperoned. If only my poor dear husband has been less poisoned, I wouldn't have to imagine such horrific nightmares. Will no one think of me and my feeling? Your questions grow tiresome. Don't you see you're riling up the vapors? You know, this is an off-topic question. Is anybody here colorblind? Apparently, being colorblind with, like, you know, it's way more common than you'd think, which is ridiculous to me. And I'm kind of thankful I'm not. What are you, the lead detective investigating the mysterious circumstances around my late husband's untimely demise? How dare you? I had no rest for the past week. Whenever I close my eyes, I'm visited by Horace Spectre, reaching out to me, perhaps trying to send me information about some secret treasure he wanted me to inherit on top of the rest of his vast estate. Will nothing stop his ceaseless haunting? If only you could find it in your heart to help this poor widow, and I can give you the information you seek. Just use the spirit board to contact Horace, and please find out what my dear late husband wants, what kind of evidence he has. I'm color deficient, or so I've been told. I see some green as bright yellow. I can see every color, but I have a really hard time discerning black and dark blue. Like a really hard time. I'll play. follow the ghost through the eye of the planchette. He could get tricky. The faster you move, the more suspicious the widow gets. The magical insight of the deeply departed. I have my suspicions. Prove to me you can contact my late husband, or I shall out you as a charlatan to the entire Mean Ladies Bridge Club. What am I looking for? Wait a sec, what am I looking for? I'm running out of time. What if I hold it still? No. Oh, looking for him. It does seem like my Horus. Perhaps it really could be him. I thought he'd be in the same place twice, but I'm gonna check. It's really hard to move this really slow because of my high DPI on my mouse, but I'm trying. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I saw him for a second. You fucking bastard. Could contact with the astral be possible? Tell us more, Horus. Like, if you say you know the circumstances around your own death. This is goofy. I didn't realize I could just fling it if I see him. Where is he? Where is the bastard? Come out. Bastard. You ain't getting away with me with my fucking... Okay, I guess you can. Nope, I got him. Yeah, I got you on camera. I had a supervisor who couldn't tell the difference between black and red. So half our forms he filed would be with our half red and half black, because he couldn't tell he was writing the wrong color. A lot of people can't tell the difference between blue and yellow. And a lot of people can't tell the difference between, like, red and purple, I think. I think it's purple. You got a family member badge. Oh, geez. You got a family member badge. It's almost too much to be believed. Indeed, my very foundations are ruffled. He loves me. My Horus said he loves me even in his afterlife. What a prince among ghosts. What a special specter my husband is, and so gullible. Thank you, dear. You've given an old widow reason to smile again, and also an airtight alibi. I must go tell the children at once, and also hide some sensitive information, sensitive items in the toilet, perhaps. I simply don't have any more time to discuss the event with you today. Farewell, my medium. You? Bitch. Pat. Hey, it's me again. It's Pat. It's almost 4 and I could really use your help. Do you know anything about shoes? And wearing of them therein? A couple things. Perfect. Could you come meet me in my hotel room? Just make sure you aren't followed by any shifty characters or any college-age cabinessers in cargo shorts. I already gave all my dollar bills to that guy pretending to be a statue on 4th Street. I'm on my way. Oh. Rip it? What the hell? Thank you. And Poochie, I didn't even know you were still lurking. Grip it, that's very kind of you. I think I need to turn that up. Oh, whoopsie. I've been lurking. Well, hey, thank you. What, do I need a license to lurk? No, I just didn't know you were... I didn't know. Grip it, thank you very much. You're sweet. You're very, very sweet. Good evening to you, fellow traveler. Have you come to imbibe ales? Some ales after your long journey as well? Garshon, fetch us your finest novelty wine based on a popular sci-fi television show. Nice suit. I like dabbling in a bit of cosplay myself. Why? Just last year at Alligator Comic-Con, I dressed as a character of my own creation. Daryllus, the Great Wizard of the North. Of course, gotta help you make the rent. Well, thank you. However, as much as I do really appreciate it, I don't want that to be understated when I'm saying this. So please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But Twitch takes a pretty hefty cut of those gifted subs, if you get what I mean. And unfortunately, because I'm not a partner, I do not get more emotes than I have right now, until I'm a partner. So if you feel like throwing money at me again, maybe consider donating instead of gifting subs. And I mean it. I'm not saying this to, like, encourage you to do more. I'm just... Twitch takes about half of what you just spent, is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just last year at Alligator Comic-Con, I dressed as a character of my own creation, Daryllus, the Great Wizard of the North. Yeah, I appreciate the support regardless, though. Don't misinterpret that. I'm just happy you support me enough to do that. Thank you, Grippet. Love you, buddy. My brother Mickey helped me put it together, though he did get a bit slimy. Mickey's your brother. Who are you? I'm Derry, known as the Terror of the Great... The Great Cast? What is that word? I can't... It's like covered up by chat. The Great East Side in most magics. The happening card game circles. On campus, I'm known as the Terror of the AP Biolab, or the one with that haircut. You know Pat? Pat is my second cousin, as well as my favorite person to play Dungeons & Dragons with. It was the first being my internet friend Carl, whose dad got rich on Bitcoin mining. Oh, sorry, Bytecoin mining. Pat's a bard, so you know, pretty useless. Great singing voice, though. He can really wail on that juice harp. You know about the event? Yeah, it's a party. What? Am I not supposed to say that? You got a family member badge. Should I do this now or after going to Pat? Oh, you're leaving already? Well, safe travels, my fellow traverser of the mortal plane. Perhaps we will meet again in another realm, or on the internet forum for role-playing. Oh no, it's fine. What are you doing back here? Hello, esteemed guest. Mr. Pat asked me to inform you to come straight to his hotel room upon arrival. He also asked me to warn you to knock first, in case he was wearing pants. But not to say the second part out loud. Kindly forget what I just said and come with me. I'll walk you to Mr. Pat's room at once. If you'd be so kind as to quicken drag it along this hallway, we should be along there shortly. Oh my, how embarrassing. Please don't tell the internet we've got biohazardous incident. Again. Thank you for your patience, esteemed guest. We've now arrived. Mr. Pat is expecting you. Just please knock in case he's... Have a Johnny of a day. Hello. Welcome back. I was just trying on some nothing. I wasn't doing anything. Have you talked with more of my family? Found out any secret plans? You think they're throwing me a... No, you're totally wrong about that. I would definitely know if they were doing that. Plus, it sounds a little far-fetched, don't you think? You can't pull one over on old Pat on his birthday. That's what I always say. Well, I'd say it sometimes, like once a year. No way they're definitely putting together a... No, they're definitely putting together a systematic plan to end my moderate to small life. But I appreciate you putting the thought in. Maybe if you talk to a few more people, you'll find out something we can really use. Meantime, I actually called you back here because I needed your help. You see, I'm having a problem. A shoe-related problem. I don't usually wear them, but I figured if I did tonight, I'd have better luck hot-footing it out of the event safety if I needed to. The issue isn't with my usual shoeless, pantsless nature, but the drawers where I actually keep all my things. Last week, Nanaru gifted me an antique amour from her shop as an early birthday present. It's big, spacious, practical, and so super haunted that leaving a weird stain on the parquet flooring just by existing. I haven't been able to find any of my shoes, and whenever I open the drawer, weird stuff happens. Why don't you see for yourself? Okay. Find a pair of Pat's favorite shoes by clicking and dragging on these suspicious drawers. Be careful, if Pat gets too scared, he'll give up on shoes forever. After each round, the contents of drawers will shuffle around. Spooky. Still gatoring? Absolutely. Help me find my shoes, please. Hey, a shoe. Let's find another. I'm so good. We made a pair. Round 2. Ooh, a haunted Game Boy. Okay, that's pretty awful. Hey, that's your uncle. Shoe. Hey, a shoe. Let's find another. Alright, that's pretty bad. Have I opened this one? Oh god, I did. I'm a bad gamer. How about this one? No, I already opened that one. Fuck. I'm a bad gamer. Oh, that'll work. Hey, a shoe. Let's find another. Oh shit, I gotta find both of them? Gross stuff. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. Hey, shoe, let's find another. What? Pat! Give me a break. You know, why don't we just go in order? Well, yeah, why don't we just go in order? We won't get any duplicates. I found 4 different pairs of shoes and no matches. Shoot, let's find another. Wait, I've opened up every drawer. Oh, I see. I didn't think about it like that. I made a pair. I thought you just take them out. I made the oopsie here. Okay, that one has that. I'm on my way to a new place in the passenger seat of a car. I'll see you tomorrow. Have fun. I'll see you later. Brown shoe is in that drawer. I found a pair of shoes. I made a pair. Round 3. Do it again. Ooh, Game Boy. Ooh, the Abyss. It would take like 3 years. It's not supposed to be done. That's just a funny. Brown shoe. Wait. Oh, right there. There we go. My shoes. I did 15 minutes longer than I should have. That's okay. I can't believe it. You found all 3 pairs of shoes that I own. Each shoe is represented here. Brown, sneaky, and tropical. You know, looking at them now is kind of giving me performance anxiety. Maybe I should just go bare flipper like I usually do. Sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm not thinking straight. Time to set up a dedicated tablet. You'll never do it. Never, ever. I'm sorry I made you come back here for nothing, but I really appreciate that you did. I'm so glad we met today. You're the best pal I've had in a long time. Getting all mushy. You get back out there and dig up more dirt, and I'll just text you before the event. See you later. What time is it? 5 o'clock. I'm just enjoying 2 or 8 cups of coffee here at the bar. Bub tries to stop filling my mug after 4. I know his weakest. Strangulation. Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee, or before noon, or at night, or on weekends, and weekdays. Don't talk to me. Hey. Yeah, I'll do it. We got lots of people to place. Oh my god, we got lots of people to place. Aha! I knew it. How old are you? I can't see. Aha. Prince. There we go. Okay. Where would an old man like this go? Oh, I see. That makes more sense. Where would he go? Oh. Is that her dad? Wait, did I miss one? Where might he go? I didn't think I missed it. Oh, there you go. Ah, that's his dad. Papuli? Where does he go? Off nowhere else. Not related to anybody. What about you? Who are you related to? You don't shower. Nobody knows. Stinky alley man and part-time dumpster diver. Oh yeah, there's the brothers. That's right. Nervous Dairy. What about you? Tall Jared. Oh yeah, that's oh yeah, that's her sister. Yeah, I remember. Oh, would you look at that? Thanks again. Come back anytime. Oh, that used a bit of time. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. Part-time dumpster driver, full-time drip master. This game's really, really cute. Hi, welcome to Nana Ruse, where if there's ooze on your shoes, it's 'cause of the blues. It's as haunted as all gets out in here, sweetheart, so mind the ectoplasm. Interested in buying some antiques from me today, dollface? We just got in a huge shipment of designer grandma plates that never meant to be eaten on. As well as a bunch of confusing teddy bears from the 70s with real plastic faces. I can get you a deal on those if it's your fancy. Is that your fancy? I know you kids are into weird stuff these days. Yes sir, you over there, I'll be with you in a minute. Who are you? Well, Sugar Pie, as the sign may have alerted you, I'm the one and only Nanaru herself. Purveyor of only the finest antique goods and the finest antique store owners. Gaha. Go on, honey. Tell me I'm good looking for my age. Alice, stop harassing the customers. You know Pat? My sweet Patrick. He's my absolute shortest grandson. That's how people describe me too. Why, it feels like only yesterday. He would run about the shop, squealing about ghosts trying to eat his kidneys and hiding in humorously oversized vases. As you can probably tell by my expression, it was actually yesterday. The boy might not be playing with a full deck. Hey, be careful with that vase, it's expensive. Tell me about the event. So Pat's inviting his little friends to the event. Isn't that cute? He's such a darling, that boy. I'll be closing up the shop early to get over there on time tonight. Gotta strain all the goats out of my wig before the shindig, you know? Those things tend to hitch a ride. Yes, sir. I see you waiting there. I'll be with you in a minute. Sorry, Pumpkin. Looks like I have to stop yapping about the event and take care of a customer. Unless you defeat me at a round of cards. What do you say? Why? Think you can out the old maid? Yeah, sure. I'll do it. On your turn, click to take out one of Nanaru's cards. Then she'll take one from you. Any matching pairs will be removed. The player left holding the old maid loses. Oh, we're playing old maid. I don't know how to play this game. On it, house rules, younger player goes first. How many cards left? Never mind that, just take one. This one. I'll get you next time, youth. Oh, I have to pick. Oh, I see. My pick, you say? Well, well. A pair, I knew I'd find one. That's some luck you got there. I have a good feeling about this. Another pair for me. One more pair for you. I have a good feeling about this. Wait, did I lose? How about that? You won. Oh. Hey, I did it. Did I do that? Can you lose that? I don't know if you can lose that. Oh, my stars and garters, you really beat me fair and square. Pizza-flavored combos are amazing. I haven't had combos in like 15 years. I am 22. But I remember I didn't like the ones with like the doughy outside. I liked the ones with pretzels. I only liked the combos that had pretzels on them. You know, if you'd see my older sister, Constant, around, you should try to coerce her into playing around with a doll like you. I think she'd get a real kick out of it. Don't stare at her cards. She gets a little feisty about that. So, about the event. Make sure you get out there at 8 sharp. If you get to dawdling, you might miss the big surprise. It'll be sure to knock Pat's socks off. Wait, does he wear socks? Is he one of the shoe-wearing alligators or non-shoe-wearing alligators? Something will get knocked off the boy, that's sure of it. Unknown. Buongiorno. City pal here. Did you know that's how they say hello in Italy? That's what it said on the back of my Rice Krispies box today. See. There's a lot of alligators from all over the world here in Alligator, New York City. That's why they call it the melting pot. Not because of the strange smell the sidewalk gives on in hot weather, as I originally thought. If you want to meet any interesting people during your stay, maybe you should start on the trolley since everyone uses it. You never know who you might strike up with a conversation there. Or who you might throw a bag of hair at you and then run away. That's the big city, full of surprises. Okay. Hey. I used to be a porcelain doll, but then I came to life because of the magic shop. At least that's what I tell my ex-wife so I can come sit here all day. And I got a good butt groove going on this shelf. What am I doing up here? I don't know. What are you doing down there? Check and mate. I can't believe the magic of this shop and the belief of the hearts of children that brought me to life and made me a real boy. A 44-year-old boy with high cholesterol and everything. Is there a puzzle piece hidden in here? Just do the scan. I thought I saw something. Oh, I did. It's just a haunted lamp. No, looks like that's it. Into the back of the shop. Unknown. Hey, city pal. I was just wondering, since we've been texting a bunch, you ever heard of 9th Street Station at all? I haven't. I didn't think so. It's been closed for a few years, not a lot going on since then. It's got some of the most beautiful architecture of all underground stops in the city. I'd actually really like to go there. I was just thinking, if you ever wanted to stop by there, maybe I could meet you. No pressure or anything, you probably have to really help a conductor out to even get access. It's pretty underground. Raffle. Okay, I was actually on the floor that time, but I had fallen unrelated to laughing. Don't worry about it, 9th Street. You can forget what I said, if you want. I'll figure it out if I can figure it out. But I don't know if I can figure it out. Excuse me, stranger, can I trouble you for a moment? I need to seal the deal on a big sale. I'm talking huge 10-foot tall coat rack for exponentially affluent and tall alligators. Can you keep an eye on my granddaughter nipping and let me know if she gets fussy? Angel Face is a very good girl, so I don't anticipate you'd have any weird problems or strange happenings. Not at all. Just keep your peepers on the monitor, and if you hear play a little music, and play her some music if she wakes up, or throw on her nightlight. Yada yada, you get it. I kinda can't, but I'll do it. It's almost midnight. I have to wake up in the morning with a tiny human. Have a great rest of your stream. Good night, Grippet. Thank you very much for coming by. I miss ya. Come back more. If you feel like it. Don't let ghosts possess the baby. Target ghosts by highlighting them with the Ghost Finder. Damage ghosts by using the monitor functions, or with the brightest light. Oh, I see. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. I get it. No problem. Bye. Wait, it didn't work. Oh my god. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking ghosts. Why are there so many ghosts? Bye. I saved the baby. I'm back. Ah, look at that. Sleeping just like the tiniest, babyest baby angel. I found baby. Sorry to ask you with such a bore, but I do appreciate you helping an old gal out. Tell you what, any items with water, fire, or bee-related damage are 10% off. Don't say Nana didn't do nothing for you. Pat. Hey. Are you there? It's Pat. I know we haven't figured out what the family's totally nefarious secret is yet. Well... But if we walk together there, I'd feel safer. Is that okay? I'm on my way. Oh shit, am I out of time? Did I run out of time? Who the hell are you? Hello and pleasant evening, my good old Sham. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh no, I didn't mean to startle you. Not I, he who. You see, it is within my nature to skulk mysteriously around corners and then like in deft silence. As my mother was a mysterious slipper designer, my father was mysteriously absent. Oh, but enough about me. What about you? You seem like an alligator with an agenda as well. Perhaps a mysterious agenda. That's fine, my friend. Just fine. He who. You know, they say the mysterious agendas are the best agendas of all. Second only to salacious ones. Perhaps yours is a little of both. You have a blog? I see you noticing my hat, but tread carefully. Tread carefully. This hat and the secret alligator society it symbolizes have led me down a dark and terrible road, such as community potlucks with spaghetti so al dente. Your very soul will ponder the multitudes it requires to chew it. Hee hee hoo hoo. Don't get me started on our mysterious rummage sale. Our community Shakespeare production is in the park. No, that was fairly uneventful. I thought he was out of dialogue, so I skipped one on accident. Hee hee hoo hoo. That's his repeating dialogue. Hee hoo hoo hoo. 7 o'clock. Welcome back, esteemed guests. I'm afraid our kitchen is closed for an event in the hotel ballroom tonight. I've provided Mr. Pat with some complimentary stale oyster crackers and tap water. If you follow me, I can show you to its room. Pardon me, we'll be walking at your leisure. My, what beautiful wallpaper we have, so rich and distracting. We've arrived. Please inform Mr. Pat he can't have any more tap waters after you knock. I'm so glad you came back. I've been guzzling tap waters and stress-eating these funny crackers the waiter gave me, even though I'm not going to wear them, and I went and got all my shoes out anyways. I think just for the company. It's scary being alone in here. And now the event is about to begin, but since you're here, nothing bad will happen. This counts as something bad happening. Do you have a flashlight? I'm scared of the dark. And a flashlight, but slightly less so. Hey, you found one. Do I look like that one video about Alligator Queen? Hopefully with this, we can make it through the corridors of the hotel to the ball, where the event is safely. Just walk really closely, okay? We have no way of telling who or what is in these twisty halls. Yeah, sure. I got you. Guide Pat through the hotel. Who am I? It's a clock. Ah, a reminder of the inevitable passage of time that will consume us all into the infinite. I also can't read clocks. Ooh. What is this? Whoa, that guy again. I wonder what that pink stuff is. Probably nothing corrosive with a hefty half-life. What's down here? Oh dear. Which way is the right way to go? I'm scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. Ah! I think we might have walked onto something sensitive. I think that's the, yeah, that's the waiter, that's the employee, and also the guy who was playing pool earlier. Ah! Who am I? Ah, self-examination. Okay, we loop back around. That's good. How about to the left? Ah! Please, anything but Marty. Who's Marty? I haven't met him. Seems like a dickhead. Why is that just the void? Where am I going? Ah! No, it's following me. I should have never bought that dresser. The deal was just as scary as its obvious possession. Let's go this way. What's down here? Ah! How does he read in the dark? There's something unwholesome about reading graphic novels in the pitch dark sediment of a broken hotel wall. How can he read in the dark? Ah! Mandy? I asked what she's doing here, but he's attracted to spotlights. Like that moth that smells hair gel. What are you talking about, Pat? Where are we going? I can't believe it was just a birthday party the whole time. That was the cutest stupid thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, I have to talk to everyone. But the only people who showed up are the people I talked to. There's so many people that I know probably exist that I never talked to. It's Agu. Agu. This is the worst party I've ever been to. It's simply dreadful, even worse than last year's, even worse than the wrap party for the Gucci modeling shoot I did. That's Gucci adult-sized baby bonnets for strange alligators. Even worse than the release party where they found my ex-boyfriend with the house music that DJ run through with a claymore. I for sure wasn't anywhere near that, of course, but how awful. Simply dreadful. Okay. So they've only got one thing of dialogue. Happy birthday to you, you live in a zoo, you smell like an alligator, and that is unsuspicious and correct. What are you talking about? Mercy, it's been a dog's age since I've been to a swingin' shindig. You know of any? I'm just kidding. Mostly. On my way over, I passed that abandoned Miss Hoppledoom's home for spooky 1800s children with coughs, and wouldn't you know it, my phone stopped working again. And now all it does is sing Ring Around the Rosie in a slow, haunting manner, and try to order a stick and a hoop with my credit card. Hello. Sup, old and moldy, you down for another heist? Sorry to pull you back in the game, but with cake like this, how can you resist one last score? Yeah. Hello, Star Child. May I interest you in a flyer for my upcoming crystal and yoga class? We're going to stand on our heads and really give it some quartz. Remember to drink water. Did somebody redeem it? Did I miss it? Oh, I did miss it. Mystified. I actually can't see it right now because of the setup I have, so thank you for telling me. In the dumpster outside Italian Tony cheese circles. Like Bellissimo or whatever. Good evening and good morrow, friend. What an auspicious sign that we have crossed paths once more. Perhaps we have some unknown star-deined connection, or that you really want to design about my cool wizards. Check it out. I have a whole chapter dedicated to Totapicus the Groovy. Oh, I'm so proud of my Patrick. He didn't threaten a coat rack shadow with a stapler. He didn't threaten a coat rack shadow with a stapler and jump out a window, or dump a punch bowl in the toilet thinking it was poison. This is already going so much better than his birthday last year. Hey there. I was worried you guys wouldn't make it on account of the blackout. Pat's scared of the dark, and hallways, and parties, come to think of it. This usually doesn't end well, as what is this, what I'm saying. I have a hard time reading. Tell anyone about what you saw earlier and I'll break your kneecaps into enough pieces that the old maids can play mahjong. And thanks. Hey, put her there, old pally. It's time for the old-fashioned handshake. Just ignore the snail trail. It's full of vitamins and helps with dying. It comes out of my limbs and leaves you crying. Oh. Hey, where you going? What's up here? Horace and I have come to an understanding, whereas he remains dead and courteous, and I don't call in a priest or buy any more poisons wholesale. I'm gonna lose my ARP discount for being up this late. I took a hard look at your benefits, and if you do too much staying up past 8 or rollerblading, I'm not giving up Tuesdays at Roller World. Thanks for earlier. I ended up canceling that date, but not because I was nervous anymore. It's actually because I was wondering if, you were free. You know, maybe we could go to a rail restaurant or hurl some hot dog buns at Fat Seagulls down at the Alligator, Coney Island. No presh. Hello, Pat. I'm so happy. I wasn't getting rubbed out, I was getting birthday clout. It's so nice to have my beloved family here with me again. We're gonna take a big family photo and everything. This means you too, if that's okay. Everything you did for me really meant so much. You're a special friend, I can't thank you enough. Come on, everything's ready for the photo, except for you. Follow me. What? Well, I didn't expect this. This is... I did not expect this. What is this? Well, shit, I don't know. What do I pick? Do I even want hair? I can just wear his hat? Is that a cowboy hat? I'll take it. I'll take it. Sure. Done. Well, wasn't that nice? All done. Hey. The game is won, the story ends sweet. But though it seems done, has this all been deceit? What's really going on? Does our tale end right here? The more family you come upon, the more the truth will glow clear. Well, I might play this again, but I don't think I have to play it. I think, given this game's open-ended nature, people watching should, you know, I heard that a couple people wanted to play this, but I was playing it, and this leaves just enough for people to go play themselves if they want to. I thought that was really nice. I thought that was super duper cute. Then I can just press continue, or I can keep playing it. Should I keep playing it? What do you guys think? Well, it seems pretty quiet, so I think I might call it here. Really cute game. It was a really cute game. Chat got a little quiet, but, you know, that happens. I hope everybody enjoyed. I enjoyed it. I thought that was great. I thought that was just wonderful. Stretched a little bit. I didn't get much sleep last night, so it's probably for the best that I chill. I'm just back from the shower. It's probably best that I chill, because I, you know, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was up really late trying to work on OBS. For anybody who doesn't know, I switched over to OBS Studios from Streamlabs OBS, and I tried to make all these improvements, like the, you know, just the game functioning better. Or, I'm sorry, the performance and just polish, and also as much as it makes me a little embarrassed, I did want to throw in this rent meter because I do have to pay bills. I do have to pay bills to survive, and I don't think people actually know that I need to pay bills. So you know, I threw this up, and it really embarrassed me, and that's why I have it so it's like it shows up for 1 minute every 10 minutes when I'm doing like games and stuff, because I don't want it in people's faces. I don't want it to be in people's faces. I don't want to bother people with it, because people don't have to worry about my issues, you know? People shouldn't have to care about what the hell I'm doing. But if people do want to help and support me and stuff, well then, you know, there you go. I'm gonna raid this guy, because he's pretty nice. And I don't see anybody else I would like to raid this second. I hope you treat him nice, all that stuff, and have a good time. Thank you all so much for coming. I'll stream tomorrow. I'll figure out some games to throw on the vote. See you later. Goodbye.
Anno 1800 with friends, and I just heard the strange slurping sound. That sounds like me. That sounds like me.
Today we're gonna be going over 5 Fortnite YouTubers who
Chucking it to work. Oh no, officer! Please don't use your don't take your chroma key green fucking camo printed gun and hit me in the face. Oh please, officer! I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. All I did was just had an epic gamer moment and beat Daddy. I beat Daddy, but in the game. In the game. Stop wrenching my arms with your chroma key green BDUs and green gloves and all the things that don't show up. It doesn't show up because they're here. And they have a special Twitch task force that stomps down doors. All right, the bit's over. Welcome in. Blue, welcome in. Ziggy, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I need Ziggy to say something. There we go. Sorry, my streams have been pretty low population lately, but I figured it'd be a nice thing to do. Ziggy, 9 is not low. 9 is fucking great.